Right. The up and going now. Think. Got the off season here. No fancy intro. None of that. Live here on YouTube and Twitch. Everything to work. We want to encourage everyone that Discord is open, but if you do come into the Discord, please be respectful. Don't be loud and obnoxious, and I will do the same. Was that as fixed here? Oh man, what a year! What a year! I think episode 44 was probably one of the biggest heartbreaks. Fought so hard in the regular season. We came back and won the Central. Well, with that, at least we can check that off our list. And we won the Central. But man, we had it. The momentum was ours. We just couldn't do it. Couldn't get it done.
Ah. Oh, that's called baseball.
Hello. It is called baseball. Ugh. Aggravating. Aggravating, to the least.
You have your stream pulled up on YouTube instead of Twitch because I had a different person pulled up on Twitch. What the?
I know at the very beginning of the game, I was talking to Sean earlier about how I foreshadowed myself a lot in that game.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember right before the game started, I told myself, I also agree to accept whatever happens in this game.
Yeah, but you don't agree to accept a 5-run meltdown.
Yeah, the bullpen fall apart. And then just to have a bigger kick in the balls, right? The last 2 outs of the game were warning track.
Yeah, as a fan who's gone to many Guardians or many baseball games in general, just to see that. It's not fun.
Oh well. We'll get him this year. that's the best I can do. We'll get him this year. Went ahead and took care of some boring stuff off stream. I went ahead and put offers out to new coaches, including the manager, hitting coach, pitching coach, third base, and first base coach. So I think Nate Max deserves to come back. It's really hard to let go of a manager after you win a division title and then you make it to the postseason. So he's coming back, and pretty much everybody else is new.
Yeah, the name Chris Valaika rings a bell to me.
Yeah, I think Chris Valaika is going to be pretty solid. I was looking for coaches that emphasized stealing and speed. And the manager has one on speed. And then the hitting, I didn't do much with the hitting except for power and discipline and clutch is nice. So I like that. Cloven's a pitching coach, so he's not going to have a lot of that. Valaika was 2 on stealing. And then Carlson is 1 on stealing and 1 on speed. So there was not a lot of good coaches out there fitting that formula. So I hope these coaches like this offer. I really do. I might up this one just a little bit.
Well, like I said, Valaika's the hitting coach for the Guardians, so that's how I know him.
Who knows? Maybe he'll send a lot of runners home this year. That would be excellent. the negotiations, the exclusive negotiations, I offered 4 players a contract. So, Kyle Wright. I need Kyle Wright back for at least 1 more year. I just don't think Asa Lacy's got 1 more year of options. So, just going to let Asa Lacy continue. And then we're going to bring back Kyle Wright, who's still progressing, which is good. I don't know how much longer he's going to keep going up, but 1 year, he does want $15 million, which is kind of steep. But with how solid the rotation was, I'm fine with giving them a little bit of money.
I mean, they just say screw it and throw it into that 1 year.
Yeah.
And what happens?
Gonna bring back Kevin Biggio as well. I kind of gave him a half-hearted offer. The reason I want him back is because of his quirks. He's good at pinch hitting, which is what I need. I want a guy to come off the bench. So the pinch hitter quirk is perfect, and the situational hitter is also perfect. But if he doesn't take the deal, then I'm sure we'll find somebody else. Jalen Beeks is walking. I didn't even sign him last year. The game signed him. So he's not coming back. And I double-checked my settings. Everything's on manual, so I don't know why the game keeps going, hey, you know what you want? You want to sign this guy, right? It's just, no, I don't, actually. I really don't. Thanks for that. So he's going to be gone. Salvador Perez, I want to keep him. I want to keep him as a Royal until he retires. So whether that be in the majors or in the minors, come up with a nice little story for him. Like Freddie Fermina's. Chances are Freddie Fermina's going to take over this year. Or I could just...
You want to have him as a veteran presence.
Yeah. And, if Perez gets to the point where he's just not producing anymore, send him down to the minors, have him mentor the younger catchers that we got. So, but as of right now, he's still got a prime opportunity to start for us. His fielding is not good. He's not the Salvador Perez we know now. But he still hit 263, and I can't complain about that. So, I think I offered him 1 year, $2.5 million, and he only wanted 1.8, something like that. So, and even though the bullpen, it just sounds like a curse word at this point. Even though the bullpen was pretty bad, I'm going to bring back Jake Brentz. He was solid during the regular season. Had a 2.1 ERA in 38 innings. He was pretty much your 7th inning or 8th inning guy. So he had 24 holds. I'm okay with that. No, he's definitely not a closer anymore. So, did you miss anything? No, we just started. And then Kendall Graveman was someone I signed in free agency last year just for a body in the minor leagues. So, he's going to be gone. Then he got hurt like 2 weeks after I signed him. So, that's why I didn't really highlight the Kendall Graveman signing. Because I signed him, and I was simming between episodes. Hurts his shoulder, and he's out the rest of the year. So, I'm like, oh, well, that was a waste of money. So,
What team doesn't waste money?
Oh, watch me. I can waste a lot of money.
Oh, it proved with the bullpen in Game 5.
Oh, God. Just going to be a nightmare. Such a nightmare. I was telling myself that situation with Carlos Hernandez, what was it, 1st and 2nd with nobody out. I was telling myself maybe I need to put in somebody else. But then I was like, nope, I don't have anyone else I could rely on at this moment. So I wasn't going to put in another lefty because they had a lot of good lefty hitters coming up. And the only righty I had was Mason Mack, and he had a 20 ERA. So, this didn't make sense to me.
Righty I had was Mason Mack. Yeah.
Brian made that meltdown sound a lot more dramatic than it was. I was disappointed.
What do you mean? Just because I didn't get upset doesn't mean it wasn't a meltdown. The team melted down.
I know, but I was expecting, the way Brian made it sound, I was expecting an Academy Award-winning performance.
I mean, I did die on the floor for about 30 seconds. I think that's worth something.
And Vanessa came in and was like, what is all that noise?
Yeah, that's true. Okay. Yeah, she came in. She thought I hurt myself. That's got to be worth something, right?
Well, you did. You play MLB The Show.
Yeah.
That's pain.
Now, I do got something that may interest you, Sean. So I need a right fielder. I don't think.
Hold on before you.
Oh, yeah.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead and tell me your idea first, because I know you wanted
I
to tell
want
me.
you to trade for Heston Gederstad.
Oh.
And I know he's an A level prospect, but
Gonna take a
the Orioles
lot.
are actually talking about trading him in real life to get pitching.
He's gonna take a lot to get though.
Could trade into the Cubs for Justin Steele.
Not as much as you probably would think.
He's got 4 years of team control. That's gonna add to the value. He's an A potential. He's only 28. You want a Gold Glove this season.
Oh yeah, I forgot. You're in 2026. I'm thinking he's still the 26-year-old. So maybe that's not as practical as I was thinking.
Well, I here's what I am thinking about of solving my outfield problem. I want to go all out this year. This is my all out year. Okay.
I thought the bullpen was going to be all out.
Oh yeah, don't worry about the bullpen. We'll figure that out. But looking at my right fielders right now in the organization, I have no one that's properly ready. Charlie Graham can't field. His hitting has been good, but he can't field. Hinojo's not ready. Leon Breister, the guy that we drafted in the draft in 2026, this previous draft, he's got good stuff, but that doesn't mean he's MLB ready. So he's at least going to start in the minors. And I love Rivertown, but he's not my answer. I can't have a guy hitting 160 in my lineup if we're going to go for the playoffs. Do what?
I said you can't have a mascot in right field.
That's true, yeah. And then nobody else is really ready. So, I'm not bringing Moniak back. He's going to be gone. I don't think I won that trade. So, I'm going to cut my losses, let him go. Drew Waters is still going to be center field. I'm still going to have MJ Melendez in left. But for right field, and I don't think I can do this now, but I went to the trade block because teams have already put players out there. And look who's out here waiting to be traded. He's on the Mariners now, but I'm looking at Cedric Mullins.
Don't do it.
Why not?
What about Kepler?
Well, Kepler, I thought about, but he is regressing at such a high rate. I just don't think he would be cheaper to get, but in like 2 or 3 months, I don't think he's going to be.
So here's why I say don't do it. And I play a lot with Cedric Mullins.
Okay.
He is the classic all or nothing. He's going to hit you home runs or he's going to strike out. And if you're putting him in the corner outfield, you're going to lose that gold defensive badge.
So you don't think he would be a good fit?
Unless you're going to put him in center field, and not unless you don't mind. Actually, go back to his stats for a second.
Yeah.
Okay, you started this franchise before his ratings tanked, considering the season he's having. So it might not be that bad. Because his hitting and his power and contact stats are all the way down in like the 40s now on the last roster update.
Wow.
I keep forgetting you.
That's ridiculous. That's crazy. He does strike out a lot.
There's actually talk about him being sent down to the minors in real life.
Wow. What I like is that he played every single game this year for the Mariners. He had 20 home runs, 86 ribbies. He did strike out 120 times, but he swiped 29 bags, hit 255.
Just be prepared that if you put him in right field, you're gonna decrease his greatest value, his defense.
Well, I may leave him.
Go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say I may leave him in center field, and because Drew Waters has a higher defensive rating, I may slide him to right.
Yeah, Drew Waters could take the hit more than Mullins could.
So, even though Waters did pretty solid in the outfield, but
the other part of it is how's your righty lefty balance in the lineup?
Well, I've got a lot of lefties. I'll admit I do have a lot of lefties. Let me think here off the top of my head. Vinny Pascantino's a lefty.
Let me throw something out
MJ
there.
Melendez is a lefty.
Really bad in your franchise?
Do what?
Are the White Sox still really bad in your franchise?
Oh, they're abysmal. They were last year anyway.
Swing for the fences. Go for Luis Robert.
I can't do that because I went for him in my franchise last year. I had him on my team last year. I don't want to get the same player.
Fair enough.
But I don't think I can do this trade right now because I found one that kind of makes sense. This one's a hard one to finagle because they are dangling Mullins out there and they want a catcher. So, and I can't look at my prospect list, but I was thinking about giving them Carter Jensen, who I know is a top 20 prospect in our organization. And then I was going to give them Cody Morset, who I think is our 10th prospect. You know.
Are there any other center fielders on the trade? I mean, are there any other decent outfielders on the trade block?
As of right now, no. I could wait. I don't have to do this trade now. Which I wasn't going to do the trade now anyway, but I think Mullins is a nice, no BS kind of player. I put a lot of people on the block, but
I do have and if this is already one of your franchise rules, I apologize. I think during the off season / spring training, you should have the right to change one or two players' primary positions before the season starts, because the off season and spring training is where that stuff happens.
I do have that as a rule.
Okay.
I do rarely use it though, because I find it pretty easy for me to abuse, and I don't want to do that. I'm not against it. I just
the only reason I bring that up is if that is one of your franchise rules. If you trade for Mullins and you move Waters to right field, I would just change his primary position to right field so you don't take the hit. And as long as you do it in spring training or in the off season, it's valid.
Yeah. No, I mean, that's a good point for sure. I just trying to figure out if that would be kind of cheating the system, because I want to develop people, in right field. And it does feel kind of cheesy to just change their position, but I agree with what you're saying.
Respectfully, it's not cheating the system if it's something that's done in real life.
No, that's right. You can.
The other thing is when is Gavin Cross going to be ready for the big leagues?
I don't think he's going to be it. I'm going to be up front with you. He's got 1 year left on his minor league options. But, I had to move him down to Double-A again last year, and even down there, he hit 226. So,
oh, man.
I don't know why he hasn't performed, but I'm just starting to think he's not the answer. Maybe a backup, but that's it.
What about the guy from the Rock? I mean, I know he's on the Rockies, but it's the guy that, Brian was talking to you about fantasy-wise. What about Brendan Doyle?
Brendan Doyle? I don't know. I have to see what's in free agency.
But I mean, from what I can remember, you never used him with the Rockies last year, so it ain't like you'd be doubling
No,
up.
I don't think he was on the team when I started the Rockies franchise.
Last year. I know that.
I'm excited about Alan Dobbins. As soon as his fielding gets better, this kid's getting a call up.
Now watch, his fielding won't go up.
It's a slow process. I've got 2 plans with Alan Dobbins. He's our number 1 prospect right now. Plan 1 is to just let him chill in the minors until he's like 21, 22. Let that fielding, the hitting is whatever, but I have his training on the fielding and his reaction time. And then when that develops to a respectable level, call him up. Or, option 2, he stays there until Nelson Velasquez's contract is up. And then he comes up and DHs. But
you should change his name to Brian.
Do what?
I said you should change his name to Brian.
Brian Dobbins?
No, or Brian. No, give him Brian's first and last name. Put us in your franchise.
That's something Crazy Coach does.
I really feel good about these prospects. But yeah, I'm just gonna send them to the free agency for now. Okay, so we got our first base coach.
Mark's here to talk to you about the Blue Jays.
Oh my god.
Not this time, at least.
My god.
In my opinion, though, a 78 overall is really good for a 19-year-old.
Yeah, I agree. He's our top prospect. He is our
I
top
only say
guy.
that because did you see how Amos's season ended yet last stream?
I didn't watch that stream, but I did see the screenshot on the community page.
You don't need to watch the game. It's okay.
You fired all your coaches.
And then
Now-
of course, yeah. And then I also see the screenshot, of course, that the Jays ended up proceeding to lose to the Astros. So.
Well, I'm not gonna lie, man. That did not surprise me. The Astros won 109 games, so I don't know how good. Even if I were to win against the Blue Jays, I don't know how we were gonna stack up against the Astros.
Yeah, like my thinking is that if you'd somehow beaten Toronto, I think Houston probably would have cleaned you.
You could have put it a little bit nicer.
I love your honesty.
That's just my opinion.
I love your honesty.
But you know, Mark got some good news. Mark got some good news yesterday.
Who?
The fact that Bo Bichette went on the IL in real life probably decreases the chance of him getting traded.
Oh god.
You are not wrong, sir. You are not wrong.
Sorry, Brian. I know you were hoping to see him in Guardians colors.
Well, that means the Lindor thing's not out of the picture.
Don't worry,
I've
I'm
seen-
sure.
Well, speaking of the Guardians,
River
we
Bays.
got 3 from them this past weekend.
I'm actually going to be seeing them this coming up weekend, actually. It'll actually be my
Got a new
first
hitting coach?
time seeing the Blue Jays since 2016.
What happened that year?
Uh,
The world ended.
I'll tell you what happened that year. The Cubs were good that year, and that's it. That was it.
And you know what the funny thing is, Amos?
Yeah.
Back to the Future 2 was 1 year off. And Back to the
yeah,
Future
I
2
remember that.
Yeah, because that movie said said 2015 for the Cubs World Series win, and then 2016.
I mean,
they were one. Now, granted, they didn't play Miami and win the World Series, but still, the year was only 1 year off.
the Cubs
Well-
made it all the way
Well,
to
the
the
Cubs couldn't have played Miami in the World Series anyway because they're in the same league.
I know that, but in 1985 there was no Miami team, so it made it. Good Lord, go with the story of the movie.
Well, at least they got the decade right.
They got the decade and they got the winner right, because they did say the Cubs win the World Series.
All right, relievers. I'm not even looking at anything else. I'm looking at relievers.
You're like, both, okay, time to blow all the money on the.
Wait a minute. You don't need to make a trade for Alpha. Go ahead and get Jazz Chisholm.
I'm not gonna get Jazz Chisholm.
You should get Bruce don't get Granerol.
Bru-
Oh, that or get TJ Antone, and then
Jazz Chisholm is such an overrated player. Holy smokes.
Yes, he is. He's probably the most overrated player in baseball.
On occasion, you hear about this great catch he made in center field, but has he done anything? What's his line this year? I really don't know. What's his line this year? He could be having a great year.
Go ahead, Brian, look it up. Your own Baseball Reference, I'm sure. Look it up.
I'm definitely not paying 25 for him. I'm sorry.
I just got on Baseball Reference.
I have to also think about contract extensions, so I can't exactly go out and get a super.
So
Yeah, so on my Jays franchise I was playing when I was coming home from
How
work,
dare you come in here and curse?
the Brewers had Christian Yelich on their trade block.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I am not paying $26 million or however much that it was
Really?
costing to acquire him. Yeah, no.
real quick, Mark, because and I don't mean to cut you off, but I want to make this clear to Amos because I see him on the screen where it says qualifying offer made. That means if you sign that player, you give up a draft pick. If it says qualified, just to go over this again, you're fine.
Thanks, Dad. Appreciate
it. I'm just thinking.
Thanks, Dad. Thanks, Dad.
Yeah,
Appreciate it.
He has 10 runs, 36 RBIs with a 266 average in 72 games.
What? Say that again. I'm sorry. I didn't hear all that.
266 average and OBP of 333, slugging of 446, and Josh Naylor just hit a home run, and an OPS of 780, OPS plus of 1.
How dare you say that name?
Hey, I got the Guardians game on my phone, but anyway, 116 OPS plus, 13 stolen bases, caught 4 times, 10 home runs, and 36 RBIs.
Jason Adams is very good. I face him a lot in my Orioles franchise because he's with the Rays.
He looks solid. I'm trying to figure out properly what I need.
Who has? Oh no! Who has Josh Naylor in fantasy?
I'm not telling you anything you don't already know. You need to figure out who your closer is and work down from there.
Well, I have an interesting situation that's going to be happening with closer. So I've got a guy named Will Klein who is in the and I didn't put him on the 40-man, the game did, so he was already on the 40-man. This is the last year of his option, like minor league options. So I may give him a shot in spring training, and if he does well, he's probably going to become the setup man.
Okay.
Because Mason Mack is not going to be on the roster this year. He was awful.
Respectfully, didn't you just say you were going to retool the? I mean, do you really want to throw a 68 overall in the bullpen?
I mean, he's just going to get better. I can't send him down. I guarantee you if I waive him, somebody will get him.
Fair enough. You can't have a bullpen of all 70s, 80s, and 90s. I mean, you could, but you'd have to pay for it.
Yeah.
Just imagine you put him on waivers and the Blue Jays pick him up.
I will eliminate that team.
Sorry, Mark. You can kill your Blue Jays.
Mark, your Blue Jays have just got a staple on this channel for just being the biggest pain in my ass.
And it all goes back to the.
Oh yeah.
I mean, that just means next year's franchise is going to be Amos being the Blue Jays. Can't beat them.
I was actually pointing this out. I think on one of Sean's streams recently. Not last year's game, but the one before on 22. That series with that A's Jays playoff series that went like 27 innings or something.
Okay, I want somebody to send me that video because I can't find it. I want to watch that game because I keep hearing about this game and
go under the A's franchise playlist. It's episode, what is it, 32? You'll know which one it is because it's 3 hours and 22 minutes long.
And you're just like, dang.
And that's one game, Sean.
So let's see. Watch Titanic or watch Amos.
Well, they both involve a shipwreck, so I mean, do whatever you want with that information.
And it was episode 103, and what was worse about it is it was the first game of the division series.
So much.
Alex Bessie is very good. I had the Orioles franchise that I did before I restarted.
What season was that in the game at that point?
2027.
That one was 27?
Yeah.
Okay.
So just oh my god.
Evan Phillips is available.
I guess I should sign these guys. I should have done this before I went live. I didn't think about this.
No, I prefer watching all of it.
Yeah.
I'm in such an awkward situation too. I want to let Cole Reagan's go, but he's regressing, but he's still performing well.
If you let Cole Reagan's go, you and Brian would have something in common.
I know it.
You knew it.
I knew it. I knew it.
Daniel Lynch is definitely worth a.
Oh.
But you don't like being deaf.
Sorry, Brian, I couldn't do it.
It's just as soon as Amos said Cole Reagan's, I'm like,
He's gonna-
I regret that trade because obviously by now I dropped.
Well, I mean,
If anybody's watching
if
on
you-
Twitch, by the way, add
if you'd have
incoming.
gotten Yamamoto, he'd be on the IL right now. So
I'd rather take him. I'd rather take that than just having to drop a pitcher altogether.
well, nobody told you to drop him.
I might go ahead and give Melendez a. Yeah. I mean, he's got 3 years of team control left, and I'm going to keep him. I might as well just go ahead and make him an offer.
Make him an offer that he can refuse.
I'm going to give him a 3-year deal. I'll put him at 31 years old, and I'll know by then if I'm keeping him or not. 3.5 mil a year.
Well, it
Give
took
him-
the Royals in real life about 3 years to decide what position he was going to play.
I'm telling you, man, the fact of him being my... There's so many things I could do with MJ Melendez. I wouldn't mind putting him as my primary catcher if Freddie Fermin doesn't work out.
They'll never move him back to catcher in real life again.
Well, that's fine. They cannot.
I know you're talking. I know you're talking about. I'm sorry.
No,
You're
you're
talking
fine.
about your franchise.
I sometimes forget he was a catcher. Or I guess was, right?
He was drafted as a catcher. He was actually when they initially called him up, he was still a catcher. He was splitting time with Salvi, but then they said they realized they wanted to get his bat in the lineup, so they threw him in left field, and the rest is history.
I would like to keep Kyle Isbell. Nice backup guy.
Are you really letting Salvi go?
No, I offered him a small deal.
Okay.
I want to keep him. Oh yeah, I said that before you got in here. I want to keep him a Royal as long as possible, and I have the idea of the storyline going with, he's gonna be the primary catcher until he can't produce, and then once he can't produce, he's gonna go down to the minors and be a mentor for the younger catchers.
He should also have a secondary at first base, so he could spell Vinny sometimes too.
Yeah, he does
If
have
you
that.
want.
Michael Massey.
By the way, Amos, your Cubs won another game.
I saw that game, and they almost threw it away. Don't worry.
Good Lord, your team win.
It was
me with
Brian.
Jays
It
almost-
was 6-1, Brian, and then Jorge Soler hit a grand slam.
Oh,
Made it-
nothing like a former Cub doing damage.
Yeah, if only.
How the Jays almost threw it away against Cleveland on Sunday.
I don't care what the Jays do.
I do have a Blue Jays. Well, I used to have a March to October, but now I have a Blue Jays franchise.
Okay, you guys need to come up with a different word for Blue Jays.
You could say kryptonite.
No, just kryptonite's green.
I like Kyle Nelson too. I know he's 30 and he's 71 overall, but he's going upward.
I'm sorry, Mike, but you may considering Amos's PTSD over that stream yesterday. You made my night coming in here. I literally thought you were coming in here after watching the stream to brag.
No, Mark won't brag. He knows I'm kidding. I don't actually hate the Blue Jays in real life. I hate them in this game because they can get rid of Vlad Guerrero Jr., Bo Bichette, Kevin Biggio, who else? George Springer, and have a good Alek Manoah, and I still can't beat them.
Hey, Kevin, out of those three players you just named, Kevin Biggio has got to be the happiest one of the three in real life. He went from last place to first place just by getting cut.
Cody Hewer is going to have a chance at the rotation or the bullpen as well. His ratings aren't good, but he was killing it in AAA. So I'm willing to give him a spring training chance. I'm already half of
like 4 or 5 years ago. He was supposed to be the next great closer in the American League before he's.
Jose Soriano. God, that guy he is so hard to use. State is not kidding when he said that Jose Soriano is such a hard guy to control.
I didn't realize the game renamed him.
What's his other name?
Joey Ortiz, I guess now in the game he goes by Joseph.
I may
Did
let
not-
Jose Soriano walk.
I did not know that.
Michael Massey would be.
Ooh.
I like Michael Massey. I really do. I'm going to regret letting him go, I think. But
Just hope he doesn't go to a team in Central.
I'm trying to think if I have anybody proper to not that could take its place. I don't know if I do.
And you might want to see what's out there in the free agent market.
Nate Eaton is not the guy. He's good defensively, but he cannot hit worth a flip.
Oh, now I remember why that Nate Eaton name sounded familiar. Let me go to my Cubs franchise. Oh, that's why. Because was I playing the Yankees? Let me check.
I guess he would be an okay bench guy, like late inning defensive player.
Yeah, that's why Nate Eaton is on the Oakland A's in my Cubs franchise.
29 years old. I may let Massey go. I'm gonna regret that, but
What's gonna be the deal with Cabral?
I would like to get him more time, but I just don't have a proper spot for him. But how do you send someone down that hit over 300? You just can't do that.
You can't do that. I'd be like the Guardians sending down Stephen Kwan.
I mean, unfortunately, he's the backup for now.
Could you acquire? Speaking of Stephen Kwan, could you acquire Stephen Kwan?
If he's on the trade block, I can put an offer for him. I think he's been with the Guardians for so long, right?
2022 was his rookie year.
Okay, and I'm in 2027, so we'd be cutting it real close.
Let's see, 22, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's EP with the Guardians for 6 years.
Gotta do all this shit. Let's just renew your contract. Even Choi. Yep, you go ahead. Mr. Graham, you do that as well. Adrian Uribe, a starter who's not really a starter. I'm gonna change Adrian Uribe to a reliever because that's not starter attributes right there. 59. I don't think so.
One thing I will say, generally speaking, when STS does their roster updates and they do position changes, when a reliever gets changed to a starter, they generally add 25 to 30 points to the stamina. Just like when they change a starter to a reliever, they generally remove 25 to 30 points. I've never seen a starter with a lower stamina. The lowest stamina I've ever seen a starter is technically 55, but usually it's 60. It's 60 or higher.
I guess he's close then. You think I should leave him as a starter?
And Brian knows how often I check the roster updates. I'm checking them every single time they come out.
Yeah, I almost thought about it. I just uploaded the new, went into the file management and did everything. I was thinking about starting a Guardians franchise, mainly to see how the minor league teams do. And Bo Naylor struck out.
Well, I wish he would do that against me.
Bo, that is Josh's younger brother.
They're all nailers in my eyes.
Good lord, Brian, you ain't gotta yell at the man.
And well, there's another
Probably well
nailer
deserved.
in the in baseball. It's just, oh god.
Oh, are you talking about Lowe's? Like Brandon Lowe and Nate Lowe, or is it Lau?
Myers Naylor with the Oakland A's. He got drafted by the A's last draft, which
I like that name.
which I
So,
severely pray for him.
sounds like the name of a soap opera star.
Gordon Milosevic.
Oh, Canadian pitcher.
All right. Well,
If you
Mark,
want.
now that you're on, and I mean, like I was trying to say, I have a franchise of a team.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it used to be March to October, but I don't know what is with me. But once I do 1 year of March to October, like the first year, I can't do it again.
Insert Sean restart joke here.
Yeah. Well, March to October.
Hey,
I think
at least I made it through a season this time.
I'm proud
I
of you.
think, yeah, when they first introduced March to October, I think that was meant to be the replacement for season mode that they had like years ago.
Yeah.
It's just like in the wrestling game. Eventually, GM mode is going to probably replace universe mode. Unfortunately.
Oh, let's just say with this team,
Yeah, well, I don't play the wrestling games, so
with
You
this
should.
said team, I shattered their win total of 99 by winning 107 games. Swept the Yankees, which was either the Yankees or the Orioles, which I was a little happier that it was the Yankees because I had some beef with them.
Ooh, grounder.
Then I fell down to the Rangers 3-0 in the ALCS, came back and won the next 4, made it to the World Series, forced a Game 7 and did not win. I
think that has to be Toronto because you mentioned 99, and that's their franchise record.
I was just going with what Sean said, but okay.
What I do?
You told me and Mark we need to find a different word for Blue Jays, but Mark just got that out of the water.
Mark is proud of his team, as he should be.
So, Amos, I need you to do me one personal favor in your franchise.
No.
Okay.
Yeah, what do you want?
Just in honor of that wrestling theme song I sent you this morning, change one of your made up prospects' names to Joe Hendry. That way, if he hits it and makes it a big star, you can sit there and have that theme song in the back. I believe in Joe Hendry.
Well, let's just say with the Blue Jays, since I decided to re-sign Kirk. I re-signed Romano to a 5-year. Now, Mark, you're gonna realize there's a pattern with me with the 5-year thing. I signed Romano to a 5-year, $38.70 million deal. I was able to bring back Danny Jansen. And now I want your opinion, Mark, on this contract for Guerrero Jr.
Okay.
$5 million a year.
So in 2024, Guerrero played 159 games, 43 bombs, and 117 RBIs. Batted dead on 300, and he stole 11 bases.
A lot better than real life Guerrero, I can tell you that.
I gave him a 5-year, $150 million contract extension.
If I remember correctly, I think that was roughly the same kind of extension that they were trying to offer Bautista years ago when he was in a similar situation, and I think he ended up saying no to all of that.
Let me look at some trades. Because
although, mind you, Bautista was an older player. In Guerrero's case, I think that's a pretty good deal.
I've said this before, and I know me and Mark had a go back and forth about this. But if Vladimir Guerrero Jr.'s name was Joe Smith, and he wasn't the son of a Hall of Famer, he would be considered slightly above average.
I want to give Rivertown some money.
You know what else would happen if his name was just Joe Smith? Someone else would have been on the cover for the show.
That too.
Yeah.
His name is the only reason he's so popular.
Probably also why they chose him for the cover this year.
Yeah, when the heck is freaking?
Well, that's
When's a Cleveland player going to get the cover?
I'm not touching that one.
I would love to see.
Yeah, because when they were like, I know, like back in like January, whatever it was, when they were about to reveal the cover athlete, my realistic prediction was Acuna, and then I come to find out that he apparently was the cover athlete for a mobile game that came out last year, which automatically made him ineligible for the show cover.
Same thing with Trout.
Yeah, and I was not aware of that.
What I would like to see is the first dual cover in game history and see Adley and Gunnar on the cover together.
That would actually be pretty innovative, because although it wouldn't be the first sports game franchise to do that, because
It will be the first one for the show, is what I mean.
well, it would be the first one for the show, yes, but as a whole, it would be the first time that it's been done for a sports game, because I believe years ago, I think this was in the early to mid 90s or whatever, I believe EA commonly had dual athletes on the cover for their NHL games.
And if you count wrestling into the sports video game genre, WWE did it this year with Sasha and with Rhea and Bianca.
I'm not discounting the wrestling games. I just don't play them.
I know. I was just pointing it out because some people say that obviously wrestling is not any kind of sport. But
actually, now that I think about it, I think the only wrestling games that I might have are some of the older ones from the N64, and that's about it.
Oh, good Lord! Please tell me you have No Mercy.
That is one of the ones I have.
That game is legendary.
Okay.
I will say, Mark, in
I'm
the
gonna lose somebody.
Jays franchise, I did trade Nathan Lukes for Sir Anthony Dominguez, and
That might be a good pickup for you, Amos. Sir Anthony Dominguez.
That is actually not a bad trade.
And then, okay, I did re-sign Alejandro Kirk.
Speaking of which,
but
you could have timed that any better. Alejandro Kirk goes to the Red Sox, 5 years, 66.5.
Well, at least he's not on the Blue Jays.
Yep.
But as soon as I signed Alejandro
What's up, Des?
Kirk, I go on to the free agent market, and this is like December 8th. I look into catchers, and there was a name that just shocked me.
Which was?
Sounds like one of them clickbait.
Harry Ford, the Mariners' top catching prospect.
Oh, yeah.
I wasted little time, and I scooped him up.
I think Ford's one of those.
I don't think there's.
I think he's one of those rarities in which he, well, at least for that position, in which he actually has some decent speed.
Yeah. So then I decided, okay, Kirk, you're getting traded, and I traded the Blue Jays starter. I think Yarel Rodriguez, who I'm going to be seeing on Friday. No, your Blue Jays are probably going to blow our starting pitcher out of the water because it's Carlos Carrasco. That dude needs to get in the bullpen.
Oof.
Carrasco is like Carrasco. No offense. I mean, no offense to you considering how good Cleveland's been doing this year, but with how old is Carrasco right now? Anyway,
47.
Yeah, he probably should not be anywhere near a major league mound at this point in his career.
Yeah. Let's. Never mind.
Was that Maddie? I don't know who to go for.
Let's circle this, guys. Let's circle this back to helping Amos with his
You don't have to help
off-season.
me with nothing. I'm just enjoying listening.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm just
I'll
thinking,
try to
like,
give
I'm
you-
literally, I just realized I haven't said anything in a while. I'm just thinking on.
Well, no, I actually like JoJo Ramirez for you, or Romero.
I mean, if it's okay with you, Amos, let me and Mark talk about this.
No, I'm fine. I'm good.
No. I didn't. Never mind. I'm sorry. Shouldn't have. I was just thinking out loud.
No.
I'm sorry.
Everyone has good intentions. It's all good. Daniel Lynch,
I
Matt
mean that-
Strom,
I didn't mean that rudely.
Lee Soriano's gone.
Like
How
I
many
was
people-
saying, Mark, that Blue Jays starting pitcher, what's his name, Yarel Rodriguez.
Yariel Rodriguez, yeah.
I traded him and Alejandro Kirk
Just
to
relaxing.
the
See.
Nationals. To the yeah, I can talk. Holy crap! To the Nationals
can do
for
it, man.
Robert Hassel III.
What happened to the first two?
Well,
Hassel, he's a pretty good, decent outfielder, I think.
Brian, in your defense, like Amos always says, words are hard.
Words are very hard.
Yeah, and I mean, I wouldn't have traded for him if
Yes.
I was trying to throw at least
Got our third base
either
coach.
10 to 12 years, however the max is for the contract
Okay.
years.
Think?
Didn't
Where
you
else
have a Mac in the
Our manager?
Didn't you have a Mac in your A's franchise?
Elroy, man.
Elroy Mack, the Jamaican sensation. Yeah.
Maddie, I don't think Amos would mind.
I could be wrong on this, but I think the max contract you can offer in the show, I think, is 15 years.
I'm gonna check.
We
let
got
me-
our coaching staff.
We go to a random free agent. Yeah, 15 years. I think it was somewhere near the freaking max, but I think it was like 10 to 12 years. It was like $400+ million. I was trying to lure Juan Soto to the Blue Jays, but he decided to pick the Pirates on a much cheaper and less long-term deal.
Well,
Lord Boovie, man. It's all about Boovie. He's gonna be the next sensation.
yeah.
I
Well,
was gonna say Boovie would be a good star. Remember, you picked up a Boovie
Well,
before in your
just
other
be glad.
franchise.
Well, just be glad in your franchise he didn't choose that sad sack of clowns known as the Oakland A's.
Oh, no.
You know what? I think is it in my Cubs franchise? The Angels signed Soto along with Shane Bieber too.
Okay, signing earlier than
Ooh,
expected.
that is not bad. So actually getting Mike Trout some help.
Yeah, but that's for actually, was it 2 days ago I streamed that? So yeah, like I said, I traded Kirk and Rodriguez to the Nationals, and then let's see what else did I do.
Sorry to interrupt. Red Sox. I like to announce these big signings.
Oh,
Red Sox continued to sign people. They signed Jose Alvarado, 5 years, $39 million. Angels get Jazz Chisholm, 6 years, $145.8.
Okay, so that means
Mike Trout.
So does that mean they don't want Mickey Moniak back or what?
I did also sign Randall Grichuk to a 4-year, $14.40 million deal. I did add a bunch of team options to that.
Okay.
And the Angels are at the top of a lot of these.
Holy! Well, I see the Blue Jays are trying to get Tariq Skubal.
Well, suck a knob. Go Angels. Get them.
And the next signing I
Do
did,
you need any infield help for get Kim?
No, I really do feel good about the offense.
well, hey, you get your boy Nico Horner.
I would love Nico.
And then you got then I think I saw Ryan Mountcastle.
Oh, Nico.
Amos, does Dalton Varsho still have secondary at catcher?
He does.
That
That might be a valuable piece. You could put him in the right field and you could use him as a backup catcher.
Did see Yandy Diaz there.
We'll go with his idea.
I want to keep my right field options open.
Barstow is a scary good player in this game
Yeah, I know.
with a glitchy swing.
Oh, there you go.
Ryan Mountcastle. No one's offered a Kyle Wright. He just needs to stop being bitter and accept the contract.
Yes.
He's got to be right, not wrong.
Ooh, Devin Williams available. Hello, sir. How are you?
Okay. But, so.
Yandy Diaz.
After not getting Juan Soto, I went after another right fielder. I went after Anthony Santander, signed to a 5-year, $36.50 million deal.
Don't need a closer.
$36.50 million?
$36.50 million.
You can't do 30. How do you do 36 point? You mean 36.5 million?
You know
Yeah.
his name, Cody Bellinger.
I saw that. Cody Bellinger's out there. All right, everything's still in manual, so I better not be getting no random signings here.
Then I went out and signed Kyle Higashioka just to be a backup. Just like with Grichuk's contract, it has a bunch of team options. And I must really love poaching stuff from the Yankees, because then I took for it on a 62.5-year deal.
At least you're honest. I really wish that the game would eliminate the players you didn't offer an immediate contract to. Because, like, it says I have 92 players. That's not true. I don't have 92 players.
No.
That would be too much like right.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to keep Kyle Nelson, though. I will keep Kyle Nelson. He was solid.
Sounded like you were going to ask something, Maddie.
Sorry, Maddie, I cut you off.
Oh, sorry.
So, I mean, I feel like I did some good signings there, Mark.
No, you're good.
And then I decided to shore up the rotation and I got Max Fried on a 5-year, $92.5 million deal.
Not bad.
Dude,
Like I said, there is a freaking trend with me signing players for 5 years.
Oh, because you want to try to keep a long contention window open.
Holy smokes,
And also
man.
making the World Series, forcing a Game 7 when I was down 3-0 to the Dodgers.
The Toyas?
Then I decided I'm just going to sign JD Martinez pretty much as
All the dang lefties.
Amos is going to try to do with Salvador Perez, the whole, have him as a veteran presence.
Ooh, Dylan Tate is out here.
There you go.
Dylan Tate would be solid. Man, the quality has already dropped. Jason Adam is the only 80-plus overall player left.
Well, I guess he stays healthy in the game. He doesn't stay healthy in real.
I just worry about him regressing.
Go down. I think I saw a name that always intrigues me in franchise. Pierce Johnson.
Here's Johnson.
Former Rocky closer.
Former
Yeah, I
Brave.
think you. No, he's a Brave now.
Yeah.
Yeah, do you remember?
It's 35, though. William Merriweather's going up.
And then
He's got some velo to him.
Mark, the final contract extension that we signed. No, none of my franchise rules apply to my offline franchise, but I offered Bo Bichette a 5-year, $132.2 million extension.
Don Armstrong's not bad.
Looking at him, too.
So here was Bichette's
Just falling
numbers.
down here.
155 games, 24 home runs, 34 doubles, 97 RBIs. He batted .293.
Stamot.
I mean, I just wanted to keep him around.
I wonder if I could find a reliever in the Rule 5. Do you think maybe there's a chance I could find someone?
Maybe.
There's so many
Maybe we can take a
lefties
shot.
out here. I don't need a lefty. I feel like I'm good on lefties. I've got Strom. I've got Nelson.
I still
And
say
then-
go for Jason Adams.
You know what? Maddie, since you're in here, I decided to take a look at your Yankees, and your Yankees decided to sign
Guess I could do that.
Ahmed Rosario to a 1-year, $2.4 million deal,
Big
which
struggle.
that now makes another player that has played for both New York teams. And you guys got Gary Sanchez back on a
Good movement. Tampa Bay's offering him 1 year $4, huh?
So, Maddie.
By the way, Maddie,
Yeah.
when we are done in here, I'm going to be texting you one-on-one. I want to talk to you about last night's Yankees game. All the
of how the Yankees fans are crying, saying that it was intentional.
No, it's not. That wasn't intentional.
I know. I don't think it was either.
That wasn't intentional only because if you watch the game, Suarez was out of control the entire game. Like, he didn't have his control.
Yeah.
Now, Soto running into Westberg, that wasn't.
That was
intentional.
Yeah.
I didn't see that one, so I can't.
So,
God, Dylan Tate would be good too, man.
Hey, Sean, I'm not. Hey, I'm a Yankee fan as well. I'm like the smartest. Well, not the smartest Yankee fan.
You're a Yankees fan. It was an accident.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, that was Dez, Maddie. I didn't mean to cut you off.
Smart Yankees fan wouldn't be a Yankees fan.
How do you feel about Dylan Tate?
Which one was an accident, Justin? The running into Westberg or the hit by pitch? How do I feel about Dylan Tate? He's okay when he's healthy.
And when he's not healthy?
He's fantastic.
When he's not healthy, he's doing like every other major league player, collecting a paycheck for not doing anything.
True.
I like that pitching clutch, though.
Kind of like how Rendon's just collecting a paycheck by refusing to try.
I will offer you some
keep in
good
mind
money.
the pitching clutch. The pitching clutch doesn't mean anything if there's not a run on second base or third.
Yeah, but even his hits per 9 aren't bad.
Maddie, I'd like to ask, what are your Yankees on in this game? Because they just signed Gary Sanchez.
Drugs. Lots and lots of drugs.
Out his 2024 numbers with the Brewers. In 31 games, he had 4 home runs and 16 RBIs. He batted .205. The Yankees decided, oh yeah, that's a great quality catcher. We'll sign him to a 1-year, $6.5 million contract. What the heck?
If you needed a you're in 2026. How is Danny Colomb not retired? He's 36 now. How old is he?
Let me go back up to him. 37?
Or no, he's 34 now.
Had under a 5 ERA last year.
He's got some very glitchy pitches. He would, if you needed a lefty, I would almost say sign him.
I think I signed. Oh no, I didn't sign Coulomb to my. Oh no, I signed him to my.
I think this is all I can really do for now, because I've got 2 potential closers. The rotation's fine.
Well, keep in mind, what is it? December 2nd, there's more free agents at the thing because of all the people that don't get tenured.
Yeah.
And
the winner. Jordan Montgomery, the guy that clinched Game 7 of the World Series for the Diamondbacks, is out here.
Game 5. I remember watching that series very, very vividly.
He can't get anybody out this year.
Neither can Blake Snell.
And both of them said that they regret not having spring training.
Well, that's what you get for holding out.
All right, so I took a look at what your Royals did in my Blue Jays franchise.
Here we go again with that word.
All they did was add Kyle Farmer, J.D. Davis, Jack Peterson, and Tyrone Taylor, it looks like.
Why is this guy here in free agency?
Which guy?
This AJ Gill, he was my draft pick last year, and I signed him.
Oh boy. Uh-oh.
Here we go again.
You're sure that you signed him?
Yeah, 100%. I even put it in the Discord.
I'll check.
Maybe he wanted to walk somewhere. I don't know.
He'll walk off a
That's not
pier.
You know, it is entirely possible. There may be more than one AJ Gill.
Okay.
Either that or it's a glitch, because if you signed him, then he should not be there.
Oh God, Amos, please don't tell me you're about to have the glitch that I did.
Oh, if I have a team full of AJ Gills, I'm all for it. But just to be on the safe side, let's save a different file.
Yeah, I would save it just in case.
Yeah, so I do see the fact that Gill was your 162 draft pick.
Yeah, he was, I think, our very last one.
Yeah, I'm here.
I was
I
wondering.
told Amos just so he could have some fun with it. He should name one of his fake players Joe Hendry. That way, if he becomes a big name player, he can sit there with the theme song. I believe.
Oh, that was awesome last night. Oh my God.
So actually, Amos, I see you're in November 16th in what, 2027, right? Or no, 26.
Yeah, 26 right now, but yeah, 20.
I'd be 24. I just saw that and I'm like,
Did you just say in 20? Did you just say in 2026 you're going to be 24?
yes.
Oh, fuck me.
Excuse me.
I forgot. You were still in diapers.
That was a good one. I like that. That was funny.
Sorry.
The realization. They could feel the realization in Sean's face. Oh, fuck me.
Your last,
Oh, God. That was funny.
I was out of high school before you were born.
your last draft pick, Amos, was somebody named Luis.
Oh, yeah. Wilga or whatever.
Yeah, he was injured.
He wasn't very good. He was not very good. I'm actually going to go over the sign. I don't think I could actually sign anybody else. So I'm gonna
have Josh older than Brian.
I'm gonna move on here.
Oh, it's the
40-man rosters, which that stops simulating. Yes.
Oh, no.
David Bednar goes to the Angels. 4 years, 33.2. Boy, they are going all in.
You okay, Maddie?
Oh my God! Fuck off.
What happened? What happened? I can't see. I'm on Twitch.
Yeah,
so...
I'm okay.
What? Oh!
Oh no.
I'm seeing it on the stream. Tariq Scooball.
Boys, we got a problem.
Oh no. Don't school ball.
We got a problem.
Toronto, we got a problem.
Oh my kid, I ain't scared of Tariq
I
School.
didn't say the word. I just said Toronto.
All right, no problem. No problem.
Oh,
Looks like Ray's team's gonna be happy about this.
well, you know what?
130.8.
Got 39 on my 40 man. Who signed?
Angels have probably
Oh.
pulled out of it once they
Got Jason Adam. He signed. Well, hunky dory.
Oh.
they probably pulled out of that deal once the moment they got Bednar.
Yeah. Oh. Also, Sean, I'm not sure if you know
And
this,
we got
but,
Dylan Tate.
but from what I found out, apparently the reason for, or part
Because
of
I am
why
there.
Angel Hernandez retired, from what I found out, was because of all the hate that people were giving him online.
Well, that's what happens when you're bad at your job. You know.
Oh.
And then, you know, he just magically came into the game.
And then this is coming from a blind person.
So, wait, who said in their franchise that Juan Soto signed with the A's? Mark, was that you that said that?
No, he signed in the A's in my franchise, I believe.
Oh well, this just makes it even better.
I gotta
Shane
release
Bieber
somebody.
decided I'm gonna take a 3-year. I'm gonna add up the darn total now. A 3-year, 60.2 year, 60.2 3-year deal with the Oakland A's, and he's already has an ERA. He's already 0-1 with the 3 ERA.
Got 96 players. I've got to let somebody go or no one's gonna sign.
And the Rangers, I never did put. Oh my god!
Go ahead, Nick.
Wow.
Get him
I
gone.
just looked at Jacob deGrom's age. He's already 36, and I'm only in 2024.
Who did I let go here? Hi. There's someone I'm supposed to let go of here.
So, Amos taking a look at your Cubs. They decided to sign either A, they traded for him, or B, just signed him. They signed Edmundo Sosa.
Cardinals prospect, isn't it?
Former Cardinal, and I guess in my franchise now, former Philly. They also signed Seth Brown and Adrian Hauser.
This guy's gone. Got to let go of more players, so that's probably why they have it signed, because yeah, that's why they have it signed.
Yeah, so okay, so 2,
1, 2,
6, 8, 9.
What's Mark?
Mark has left the building.
I'm right here.
Okay.
Sorry, Mark.
Vanessa's never seen your name before, so she was just asking who you were.
I don't watch his streams.
Yeah, she doesn't. She don't support me, so.
Really? Look at your technology and say that again.
She checked on you last night after your birthday.
Want to correct your statement?
No, because it's accurate. You do support me. You don't watch my streams.
That is true.
Support. We all know that.
What'd you say?
She's the pretty face. I agree.
Yes.
Thank you.
Saved your ass, Maddie. Saved your ass.
So, Maddie,
take my check in the mail.
Juan Soto's contract is a 9-year, $337.5 million
No, guys,
deal.
I need you to accept.
And he signed with the Pirates. And
That's a very intelligent question.
He's going to be earning.
I do know some things about baseball. Thank you very much.
I know, and that was not a sarcastic answer. It was a very good question. Why? I don't know.
He's going to be earning $51.9 million.
I'm gonna lose so many people on this. I wish they would expand on this next year. Like when they show you like the top players you could lose on your 40-man. They should make an individual list just until the 40-man roster is set of players that you could lose in the draft, like a complete list, so you could just decide from there. But they don't do that.
There's Maddie. You are so silent, by the way.
Yep, he sure is.
I can hear everybody else but Maddie.
Oh, am I sorry?
There you are. Now I can hear you.
How dare you?
Hi.
Hi.
Okay. So I do want to point this out in my Blue Jays franchise.
That word again.
I have not ran into the glitch that happened with my Cubs franchise. But
Where you had like 26 Corbin Burns or something?
yes, but for whatever reason, I think this is just the game being the game. He did re-sign with the Orioles, but it shows 2 2024s, which apparently he wasn't even with a major league team. But then above it, it says he was with Baltimore.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that happened with me as well, that particular glitch, but not the like 26 of the same player glitch.
Mm. Oh, that Amos, your Cubs in my Blue Jays franchise,
He's right
like
there?
Kyle Hendricks walk.
I think the Jason Adams is your new closer, Amos.
Oh yeah. So Kyle Hendricks goes to Boston. He is shipping up.
That's me.
Oh,
Be right back.
see. I just don't. Okay, wait. What happened to? Wait. Where did Carlo? Oh, of course, Shacker.
Take your time. We got everything under control.
White Sox do not have a closing pitcher.
We got Matty, the nicest man in the world, in the chat. So we're good.
Exactly.
I don't understand this. The Astros in 2024.
Somebody could walk up and punch him right in the face, and he'd just say thank you.
Well, since both of y'all are here, I want your take on this. So
Say thank you. Come again. Mm.
So
I know, right?
Hey, we might tie this series up. We're up 5-1.
So in 2023 offseason, the Astros signed Josh Hader.
I followed your Maddie. You'll understand what I'm saying when I say this. I followed your lead.
Oh, thank you.
No, thank you for the advice.
Oh yeah, no problem. I got ya.
I just started logging my read on the 17th, right? Honey? I just started logging my reading on the 17th. I just finished another book. I have read over 852 minutes.
Nerd.
Basically 14 hours.
Hey, there's a lot worse things you could do with 852 minutes.
Well, I have a summer reading challenge that I'm
Be
doing
me
with
is
Leo.
one of them.
I have to have over 1,200 minutes. I'm already almost there in just 3 days.
Nice.
It could be worse. You could be watching Amos's meltdowns on streams.
No, I'm good. I love him, but I'm good. I have another book lined up already to read.
I love him too, but
Hi, vocal little guy.
You guys suck.
I'm being mean to you.
I told him his meltdown wasn't even as good as Brian made it sound.
He's broken a controller in the past.
Yeah.
And broke a desk.
I did break a desk.
Yes, you did. I remember that.
Back when we were in the apartments.
I've actually broken multiple.
I had a friend break a TV once and a controller because he threw the controller at the TV screen.
No, he would never throw it at the electronics. He'd use the other things.
That's why we made a remote years ago called Desk Kit.
Yep.
No, the command desk.
Oh wow, that's a long time ago.
Vanessa, next year will be 10 years I played the show.
I know. And 10 years we've been married.
That's
this year.
That's this year.
You've been streaming almost as long as our marriage.
Yes, I know you guys.
Since Vanessa's there, I gotta ask Vanessa a question.
Yes.
Is it true that and Amos will understand why I'm asking this? Is it true that the first year is the hardest year?
The first year of marriage, what?
Is the hardest year?
For us, it wasn't.
Why did you sound so hateful when you said that?
Well, it was more recent. It was the last 3, one of the last 3s for us.
Well, that's what I was going to tell you. There's no wrong answer to this. Just
no, for us, it was 3 years ago. Rough year. For us. Mostly for me, but it was hard on him.
Fair enough. Amos knows the reasons I asked.
No, of
I'll
course.
just leave it at
well, he actually saved me from a situation. So when we first met, alone was a big change for.
I'm gonna lose my.
Gotcha.
No.
Just ate their microphone.
And I love him every bit more.
I love Amos like a brother, so I guess that makes you a sister-in-law.
Dare you, child?
Oh God. The stream crashes then.
Uh-oh.
This way.
Does someone have something that I can break immediately before I break my PlayStation?
Don't do that.
This child went behind the tower.
That's a cat.
Because
It is a child.
That's a cat.
Hey,
I
hey,
decided
cats
to.
are childs too, you know.
Thank you.
Oh my god.
Hey, Amos, go back to Jorge. I'm just curious. Go back to Jorge Mateo. I just want to see how much his speed has decreased since your 3 years.
It's still 96.
He calls them he says we have 4 children more often than once.
Actually had a decent year.
That's impressive to still be at a 96. Well, he's only 31.
I want to break
Yeah,
something.
well, no. I was he's the
He'd
same
be a
age as
good
me.
super utility
I
player
was about to
for
say
you.
he's a baby. I'm the same age as him.
Definitely not a baby.
No, I'm the same age.
Especially in baseball years. That's not a baby.
By the way, Amos,
I've got work.
I think I may have figured out part of your issue you might be having with stealing.
Go again.
When you point your analog stick over towards the base of the guy you want to
Stop
steal with,
there.
you got to wait for the player to start, the person to start blinking, and you'll feel a click. That way, you're in complete control of that base runner.
What are you talking about?
The base stealing. Your base stealing.
I don't have a problem with that. The thing I have a problem with is when I have runners on the corners and I just want the guy to steal second.
That's what I'm trying. That's what I'm trying.
Oh,
to
is that
explain
what
to
you
So
mean? Oh, okay.
You point the analog stick over to first base.
Okay.
Wait for the player, the thing to start blinking, and you'll feel a little click.
Blinking.
Yeah.
There's blinking?
You see a little blink on the I guess the speed number, the little icon, the speed icon. You'll see a blink to know you're in control of that player.
Huh. That's cool.
And you should feel a little. I've been feeling a little click in my controller too.
Well, remember, Xbox doesn't have the feedback.
No, it's got the feedback.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you definitely feel things in the controller.
But you should definitely. But you should see the blinking, and you should feel the click. That way, you know you're in control of just that one player.
Feel it when you explode in mine.
Okay, I'm done. I'm done with my Cubs franchise.
Kid.
This stream just went non-PG.
Who am I? Oh, I'm just waiting for those guys. I'm literally can't do anything else until Rule 5. So.
See, he just called it the kid.
Nobody else really around that I'm interested in.
How Bootsy's got his per box going.
Wonder if there's any diamond in the rough players chilling out down here.
How much money does Dustin May want? Because I can't believe he's just sitting out there.
Yeah.
There's 3 teams fighting for him right now.
Joe Jimenez is still out there.
Jimenez. I don't think I would want Joe Jimenez. Who looks like weird?
Elmo
Oh,
Pagan.
Dustin May.
Yeah, his regular picture.
You mean Carrot Top?
I'm done with my Cubs franchise. I'm done. I'm done. I'm done.
I thought your name was Brian.
There are 30. It happened again. There are 39 different Corbin Burnses on every other freaking team. I'm done.
Man, what a weird glitch to have.
And the thing is
What glitch is that?
He's been visited by the Corbin Burns glitch again.
You just don't want to be.
Oh.
Are you kidding me?
Uh-oh.
They accepted the Giants offer.
All right, Kyle Wright decided to go somewhere else.
At least it ain't the Jays.
Don't you go get Dustin May?
Oh, no, I can't. Dustin May went to the Brewers. 6 years, 80.4. Okay.
Relay.
Well,
There it is. Kyle Wright went to the Giants. How could you, Kyle? You bastard. All right. I mean, I guess I don't blame him. He got a big deal from him. I only offered him 1 year.
Yeah.
The thing is,
You got financial security. in one of the most expensive cities in the United States.
Well, then, I guess we're
Yeah,
looking
that's
for a
true.
starter.
San Francisco is expensive.
The
Oh,
thing,
I heard about that. Oh my god.
the thing is with the Corbin Burns-ish era, or the era, it's the same injury. He's had a torn pec.
Pectoral?
I'm done.
Hey,
How old everyone?
come on over to the rules. You can jump in the fountain.
They'll probably never.
Oh, okay. Well,
Oh God, please don't sign Tristan. Don't sign anybody from the Guardians if you want to win. The Guardians don't know how to win.
Someone's breaking down in tears.
Did last year.
Yep.
I mean, 6'5", 165. He's a lengthy guy.
Birdland.
Yeah, he
Man.
put on some darn muscle.
He would look good in Kansas City blue, wouldn't he?
He's only got 3 pitches.
Hey,
Like
three's better.
That's 3 more than what I have.
You know what? Amos, I'm going to add a new rule to my franchise.
Go for it.
I'd rather have Freddie Peralta.
So
He wants too much.
Well, I mean, I'm done with my Cubs franchise because I'm not going through. But I guess, well, now I guess I'll go over to the Blue Jays. That was going to be another franchise I was going to possibly save for next year, but I'm looking at a different team. But I'm trying to find a pitcher that only has 3 pitches in my franchise.
Sonny Gray could be an option.
I was going to say that Sonny Gray's out there.
Yeah.
He's 37 and he's regressing, though. I don't know if he's going to
if he
be.
stays healthy.
So
Yeah.
I'm going to use Chad Green.
What about Lopez? I see him down there.
Do you really want a guy who threw
He's
his...
having a good year this year.
Wait, which Lopez? Oh, okay. I
He
immediately thought to Jorge Lopez, the guy that threw his glove in the stand and then signed with the Cubs.
Yep.
There you go. There you go. Signed Kikuchi away from the Canadian team.
Well, we never saw him in that series.
I know. We never saw him at all.
Jose
So-
or Kitty would be a
So
solid
The
sign.
the franchise rule I'm going to add
He's
Amos.
winning is to stay away from the Guardians.
Right.
Cleveland doesn't know how to win.
2 shirts of.
Oh,
Regular rules.
I've already told them about it,
You kid.
and it's still here. Gonna be in the garbage soon. Don't worry.
St. Louis.
So the franchise
It's
rule I'm
gonna
going
be
to
in the
add.
garbage.
I'm going to use Chad Green as an
What happened?
example. Wait.
In the garbage.
Cub shirt.
What's David Peterson's numbers look like? I mean, he's a pretty good pitcher that the Mets never gave a real chance
Oh,
to.
he's putting his all. Does it look like his hand flipped around?
Oh, he's grip
Don't
on the
do it,
ball.
don't
That's
do it.
Not that one. That one.
He's got his circle change grip. See, look, there's a
I'm not
circle.
looking
on
at that. I'm looking at the other hand.
Oh, it's in his glove. Yeah.
But it looks like it's like flipped.
I actually got to see David Peterson pitch when I went down to Cincinnati.
Love your analysis on that. His hand looks like floop doop doop.
They ought to hire her at ESPN. She knows about as much as most of their anchors
True.
anymore.
Hey.
Brought to you by Sherman. No. You can't. No.
Oh, okay, get a little bit.
Stuart Scott will be turning over in his grade to see what ESPN's turned into.
Oh, I know.
Well, I guess I have an option. We could either sign a pitcher, or I can give Asa Lacy a start. A chance.
So
Well, you said you were going to do that anyway.
Well, he's got one more option left, so. But then again, I don't know if he's going to be. He's not going to be the long-term solution for sure. Well, he's got one more option left, so. But then again, I don't know if he's going to be. He's not going to be the long-term solution.
So the rule I'm going to add, Amos, which I kind of highly recommend that you could add if you sign McKenzie.
He's going to get Gary Cole from the Yankees.
Hey, you guys. Hey, if you guys want him for the Royals,
That's the
I'm
point where I
down.
don't know what
I'm
you're
fine for
talking
that.
So Chad Green only has 2 pitches, a 4-seam, a curveball, and a 2-seam. So the franchise rule that I'm probably going to add is
I'm getting myself a wristband that says WWMD. What would Maddie do?
Wait, why?
Because after all, you are the nicest man in the world. Why wouldn't I? Why wouldn't I use you as an example?
Yeah, what a sucker.
True. I try.
Actually, if you were going to trade for a Yankee pitcher, I'd trade for Clark Schmidt.
Please,
Luis
you guys can
Medina.
have them.
Luis Medina. Be a project piece. 27. Once he's pretty cheap too. Could put him in the minors. There's Kyle Hendricks. He actually had a good outing today for the first time in about 8 years.
I let him walk in my franchise, and I'm not going to play anymore because I'm sick and tired of that air.
There you go. Make Brian happy. Sign Zach Plesac.
Then I'd have 2 Cleveland Guardian stars.
At least.
No, Zach Plesac's not a Guardian anymore.
Oh yeah, that's right.
At least one of the starting pitchers didn't get pissed.
Herman Marquez outside of Colorado might be decent.
I'd like to say my franchise, the new franchise rule I'm adding.
Your mic is echoing.
Who, mine?
Yeah, I think so.
Hold on.
Get Luis Severino for 1 year might not be bad.
So
can you guys hear me okay now?
Yeah.
Or can
I can hear you fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
I know it's a mistake to probably give Lacey the chance because we've got money still. I've still got a lot of money.
So the
See if
franchise
you can resurrect Mike Soroka.
Like he's dead.
The franchise rule I'm gonna add
It's 3 years
is
though.
if a starting pitcher, relief pitcher.
Here's the other option, Amos. I know this would go outside of something you normally do. Resign Jose Soriano. You still have Soriano, right?
No. I let him go.
Resign him and make him a starter because he is a starter in real life now.
Don't think I could do that. I think State was right. His pitching is very hard to control.
Jeffrey Springs would be a decent trade pickup.
Ryan, what were you saying about your rule?
I feel like you should add it, Amos, if you sign McKenzie or get anybody that has 3 pitches. The rule I'm going to add is during, kind of like how Sean mentioned about the whole
3 years ahead.
position,
He's 34 years old.
with the position changement, during either A, the off season, or B, spring training, add a new pitch to whoever. Like if a pitcher has 3 pitches, you can just pick a random pitch and add it to their arsenal.
Wheel of random. There are no solid outfielders here either. I'm telling you, that trade for Cedric Mullins is looking better and better.
Oh man. Well,
I will say this: if you're going to trade, I would at this point see if you can, instead of Mullins, get Colton Cowser.
I don't know if I can get Cowser. Let me look at him.
So since both of you two are in here, I have a question.
Holy crap.
Should I stop doing my Cubs franchise because of the freaking Corbin Burns
Or make Brian really happy and go for Stephen Kwan.
Amos, what is your rule about the whole? Isn't it? I thought it was 5 years that you couldn't. That a player has to be with the team.
Yeah, I've got the rule is 5 consecutive years on the same team.
Let's just, you know what? Let's go check out Stephen.
Go to Matthew. That's how, because Matthew Etzel, however you say his last name, on left field.
Stephen Kwan. He is 5 years, so I could not trade. Now he is a free agent at the end of this season, so I mean, could look into that, but other than that,
He
though,
deserves to get out of Cleveland.
Up there.
32 years old. Cedric Mullins. I have him for 2 years, and he's not even going to ask for a lot of money.
Hey, Amos, I saw a perfect center fielder on the Guardians you could have.
Out of the two, I'd rather have Kepler.
Why? He's regressing at a large rate. He doesn't steal bases. He doesn't defend. He doesn't hit lefties that well.
Actually, I take that back. I'm going to keep my mouth shut on this because I'm letting my feelings about the way Cedric Mullins is playing in real life project on this decision, and I shouldn't be.
I mean, he would solve our problem, at least in the short term. For this season and next season, he would solve our problem.
I will say this. If you're going to do it, you got to move Drew Waters to right field. You cannot.
I will use my one position change to move Drew Waters to right field.
Amos, before you make this trade, I mean,
yes.
there is a center fielder on the Guardians that I think you'd like.
Let me take a look. See, trading in division seems really weird, but okay. Who do you think?
You gotta go in the roster.
And I shouldn't be hating on Cedric Mullins too, because Cedric Mullins won me my World Series.
So he's right below Dale Askew and Isaiah Green. That's left field.
Andy Rush?
Wait. No. It's above Isaiah Green.
Oh, Miles Straw.
You can have him. He's a really good runner on the base.
Did you get Riley Green from the Tigers?
Oof. D potential 69. Nice. Overall, 32 years old, can't hit, has no power. Boy, he looks great.
How much is his contract?
Oh, those are the kind of
5.6 this season, and then 6.3. He's going to be being paid more than Cedric Mullins next year.
That's Kansas City Royal. That's Kansas City Royal written all over it.
Nah, man, this is different ownership now. We don't. You know how angry I am that I made it to the ALCS in the first, like the 2 years ago. Then we made it to the DS. We're taking a step backwards.
You're following.
See what Jose Siri's doing.
I want Mullins.
Okay.
They've got him on the trade block. They've got a guy under him. I don't know. I mean, the only thing I'm questioning is if they're going to sign someone else, because it does seem weird that they have Mullins on the block. But
I mean, I got this.
You want me to wait to do this trade? Because I can wait.
I mean,
if you're set on trying to get Mullins, like I said, it's not fair to ask me because I am projecting my frustration with Mullins in real life into this deal, and I apologize for that.
No, nothing wrong with that. Let's see here.
Oh, Mike Clevenger, the guy that pretty much single-handedly also played a part in destroying Trevor Bauer's career.
Why is Kyle Nelson in free agency? Did I not sign him?
I don't think you ever offered him a contract.
Did you go off manual somehow?
What the fuck, man?
I think Amos wants to break the game if it went off.
I just wish SDS fixed their game.
No.
Okay, it's all manual. So that part's fine.
I mean, Madden's got to fix their game first.
Yeah, it's EA. They ain't gonna fix nothing. They have too much of a chokehold on the market, so they don't have to fix anything.
I'm actually nervous.
Competition makes things better.
Competition does make things better. That's
a little nervous on playing the new college football game because I'm wondering How can EA
he just not
screw this
accept it?
up?
1, 2, 3, 4. And then we've got Branson Klein, 5, 6. Mason Mack is not going to be on the Major League roster.
Why don't you try to dangle Mason Mack out there as trade bait?
I gotta be honest with you, Amos. If you're gonna re-sign Nelson, why not go get Andrew Chafin?
I have room for him? 7. I don't even think I have room for him. Because you can only have, what, 7 relievers? Is that right?
You can have 13 total pitchers.
So I got 5 starters and 7 relievers. What is that? I can't do math right now. That's 12, right? 1, 2, 3, 4.
Players, 13 relievers.
Oh yeah, we'll count Ace Lacy as our 5th guy. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I still don't know why you need a fucking car that loud. Anyway, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then Daniel Lynch is out of the pen. God, he's been so good out of the pen. So that's 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then Klein's going to be 11. Brent is going to be 12. So I guess technically we do have room for him. You have 13, right?
Maybe you should dangle Mason.
I mean,
Mack.
unless you want to keep a bullpen spot open in case you do find a reliever in the Rule 5.
I could do that too, because, you know, that's probably a good idea. Because even though that, I think I had Andrew Chafin. By the way, I did have Andrew Chafin already. That's why.
The Rule 5 doesn't work right in this game.
It doesn't.
Because I tried to send a Rule 5 guy down. It didn't offer him right back to his old team. It just put him in free agency.
I ran into that similar problem at the beginning of the year when I played my Guardians franchise. I tried to send De Los Santos
All
down.
these old relievers that used to be really good. The Blake Trinans, Matt Barnes.
All right, so let me see what trade I had saved for this, where it was fair, because I kind of looked at this. 1 second. Because I'm weighing in. I make this complicated. I know I make it complicated, but it's just how I like to do things. I'm weighing in his overall, the direction he's going in, the previous season he had, so 255 is not terrible, his contract, and his age.
Yeah, but look at his hitting zones. That's why all of his hitting zones are blue.
Really, it can't stay like that, right?
Excuse me.
Apparently didn't commit an error last year.
Oh, I'm dying.
Alright, so let me see here. What was the fake contract? Fake contract. Fake,
Holy crap, that scared scared me a bit.
I didn't save. Okay, well. Okay, so they want a catcher. I am willing to offer them... Oh, who was it? Was it this guy? I think it was Carter Jensen.
Yeah, it was Carter. I remember you saying Carter Jensen.
Because he is a high catching prospect in our organization. I can't look at my prospect list, so I can't tell you where he's at. I wish I could, and I'd tell you where it was. That way I can validate this trade more. But, oops.
Sorry, Amos, I almost had a heart attack over here because I
Bobby
decided...
Witt for Cedric. What?
I almost had a heart attack over here and almost smashed my controller because...
Too bad you're not trading Bobby to the Orioles.
Why would I do such a thing? Why don't I just trade him to the Blue Jays?
No, trade him to the
I thought we weren't allowed to say that team's name.
I know.
But for the reason I almost had a heart attack over here and almost smashed
Maddie, you still here?
I'm listening, Brian.
Because I just went out to Minecraft because I'm bored. For a brief second, it did not, the realm that we have did not pop up. And I was like, what the Thankfully, it decided to pop up. Okay,
so Mullins is a... still a B potential.
What?
I've got a C potential. I need to offer either another C or a B potential to go with this trade.
One of the Blue
Give him Mason Lacey.
I'm not gonna give Mason Lacey. They don't need an outfielder.
They need infield.
Yeah, they pretty much need infield. They don't need a shortstop though. That's a lie. Look at these B potentials they have at shortstop. Holy smokes!
It shows you what they're seeking. They want a catcher, first baseman, second baseman, and shortstop, third baseman, shortstop.
Oh, that's new. That's new with the bubbles in Minecraft.
I mean, I could offer them Nate Eaton, but I don't think that's enough. He wouldn't fill a spot in that roster. I may have to give up Cody Morissette. He's our number 4 prospect. But he's 27. And he's still lower 60s.
That might make him more upset.
I mean, he would improve the farm system, just not by much. Do I go with... Do I double up the catchers?
See if you can throw in. See if you can get them to throw in Nick Madrigal as a utility man.
Ugh.
That was. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna say
He's
that.
got good fielding stats. He may not be able to hit the broadside of a barn, but
I'll trust her. No, my cut.
Look at those sideburns. Look at those mutton chops. Look at those mutton chops.
Okay. Discord.
You need a first baseman, but I don't have anyone I can properly offer you.
You need to get. Oh my god,
Carter Jensen is going to be a big part of this trade because he's a 69 overall. He's going to fit into number 2 already in their system.
Hear me out. If you're saying they need a first baseman, what stops you from adding first base to Carter Jensen's secondary? Catchers often have first base secondaries.
Well, they may often have that, but I'm not going to change it just to make it convenient.
All right, fair enough.
I could offer him Peyton Wilson. 27, he's a 67 overall. That's giving up a lot for that, though. Then again, I don't think I'm ever going to use Peyton Wilson.
And he is a... Well, didn't you say...
You could go the other way, keep Carter Jensen and give up Salvi.
No. I don't give up Salvi.
For me, the keys to the kingdom.
Well, if Fermin wants the keys to the kingdom, he's got to start hitting.
Who was that B person you put in the trade before?
What's that now?
Who's that person, that B prospect you were going to put in the trade?
Was I going to put a B in there? I think I was talking about Morissette, but he's a C potential.
Okay, and I think you said you needed to add another C or B potential, right?
Yeah, just to make the trade fair.
Well, Peyton Wilson, Cody Morissette, Carter Jensen. There you go.
Oh, man, that's a lot. Oh. It's going to clean out my second base. Oh, man.
That or...
Well, look at it this way. You'll know what you'll be going after in the draft.
That is true.
Ooh. God, I hate when you're right. That would beef up...
I'm always right.
That would beef up their farm system. They're eligible for the Rule 5 draft, too, so there's no guarantee. I'm not going to add these guys with a 40-man.
And you never know. You could also maybe screw over the Blue Jays in the... not the Blue Jays.
Here's an idea. Again, if you know you can get this deal done, wait to see who's available in the 40-man or the Rule 5. You might get an outfielder in the Rule 5.
Yeah, but if the Mariners take him off the block, then I can't trade for him.
They're not. I have never seen a team take a player off the block once they put him on the trade block.
I have.
How far are you away from the Rule 5 draft?
I'm pretty far away, I think. I'm in November. I'm in late November, so.
When's the Rule 5?
We only gotta get to the win games.
I'll wait until the Rule 5. I think that's a fair assessment. I'll wait until the Rule 5.
I was gonna say take it a day by day.
I have seen when I used to do those career simulations, I used to see some pretty interesting players end up in the rule, and you don't know who's going to be a free agent after December 2nd.
Boy, if Kevin Biggio would just shut up and sign, that would be fantastic. I could kill someone with Nick Castellanos if I wanted to.
Does he still have his third base eligibility? Oh,
He
yeah,
does.
he does. Third.
Apparently he does. When's the last time he played third?
Before he got traded to the Cubs, which was back in like 20.
Ooh, Vidal Brujan. Oh, no, wait. Did I have him? No, I didn't have him. There's the captain.
Son of a gun, Mitch.
Son of a Mitch.
Okay.
Oh, Ramon Laureano.
Ramon.
Oh my God, those are probably the two worst things the Guardians could have done. Re-sign Ramon Laureano.
Now look, I could be pretty cheap here and go for Jake Fraley because some people say he is a glitch when it comes to power in this game.
He is. I can tell you. I'll say this: at least in Diamond Dynasty, he is. Whether he is, but he's useless against lefties. You'd almost have to platoon him against.
Yeah, and that wouldn't solve my problem, would it?
So the last time Nick Castellanos played third base was back in 2017.
Oh.
I'd almost rather have Harrison Bader over Mullins.
You really want to take the masturbator?
Of course, I can say that about a lot of players right now.
Masturbator.
That's what the Yankees announcer, I think he retired, Sterling called him.
And this guy has not panned out.
Could get Michael A. Taylor.
Michael A. Taylor.
I think.
I can't believe George Springer's sitting out there.
He's bad. Yeah, I saw Amos pull up. I saw his attributes. He's up.
He is regressing.
What's Will Benson look like?
Great against righties. Can't do anything.
Yeah, Benson's pretty much Jake Fraley, except not as developed.
Yeah.
I feel good. I feel good about Mullins. I'm sorry. I'm not seeing anything over here that's. I like the Mullins thing, but I will wait to the Rule 5.
Like I said, I mean, I'm looking at a different Cedric Mullins than you are because I have the one with the most recent roster update where his rating has tanked.
Good thing I don't.
Actually,
Yeah.
Nico goes to the Rockies. 6 years, $79.2 million. How dare you? Well, that doesn't surprise me. The Cubs traded him away to the Mariners for literally bubblegum because I looked at the prospects they got for him, and it's fucking awful. Tristan McKenzie goes to the Athletics. 5 years, $82 million.
Well, time for his ERA to balloon over 6.
By the way, did you decide you're giving Ace Lacy a shot?
Might as well at this point.
I might as well take a look at the new. I just went into the.
Now, here's an interesting question. You get to the Rule 5 draft. There's an interesting starter out there. There's an interesting outfielder. Which one are you taking?
Both, if possible.
Which one are you taking first?
Probably the outfielder.
Sean, what's the deal with Danny Coulomb? Why is he in the new roster? Why is he in AAA?
Got that stupid song stuck in my head.
But why is he in AAA?
Meetings are coming up, so we'll know the draft. Right? Kevin Biggio is no longer interested. Well, okay, fine.
Imagine.
I didn't want you.
Foreshadowing. I did it with Tariq Skubal, and I'll do it again with Biggio. He's probably going back north of the border.
Oh, nope, that's why. People are actually offering him a contract. Padres, O's, and Mariners.
But, yeah, Sean, what's the deal with Coulomb?
Tyro Estrada would be good. He's got good, or at least he's had good fielding stats. I don't know what he does.
Yeah, but he's a starter. He wouldn't want to sign with us if we're not going to offer him every day.
Could get Andy Ibanez. No, never mind. He is really.
I've heard Andy Ibanez is a glitchy player in the game. I've never used him, but
34. Who is Cooper Bowman?
Pretty cool name, Cooper Bowman.
That is a cool name.
Alright, so I'm about to check the what.
Need diamond in the rough players down here.
Okay, Sean. So
Jahmai Jones.
So Sean, I did. I have the new update, the newly updated rosters, and I do see Mullins having. Still looks. Oh, his fielding's great, but other than that.
Josh Bell's out here.
I don't understand why Coulomb is in AAA.
My boy Prado.
Oh.
I have not made some good trades this year. It's pretty sad, really, because even though I don't feel like I got fleeced by the Angels in that trade I made with them, none of their players I traded for is on this team now.
Looks like that. Well, pretty sad, really, because it's safe to say the Angels won that trade.
I don't know. Let me see. Let me check on them. The biggest part was Chris Bubich.
Put him in right field.
How did Chris Bubich do last year? Not great.
Okay, that's why.
Only had 13 games. He was not great for him.
All right, let's see.
Actually, if you really wanted to make Brian happy, you would trade for Reed Detmers. That way you make sure you have a lefty in your rotation.
I've got a lefty in my rotation. Got Cole Reagan. And then Asa Lacy if he works out.
No. I know this is a shot at myself. Why don't you trade Cole Reagan for Reed Detmers?
I'm going to pass on that one. I can't think of anything else I'd really do right now. I mean, I know I got to fill the roster up, but I'll do that near spring training. I'm not worried about that now.
You only got to sign, as of right now anyway, you only got to sign 9 players.
What am I missing? I need a backup. Like, I need a bench bat. I mean, I guess I could use Nate Eaton, but he just hasn't been good.
You need to sign some first basemen so your minor leagues.
Well, yeah, this guy's going to be in AA. So. See, I'm really going to be cleaning out my system if I send that deal to Mullins.
Well, it seems like you need to beef it up at first base.
Beef it up. Not wrong. Overall, too low. I at least want a 50. Start at 50s and go up. There are no diamond in the rough players right now. There's Joey Votto.
You can sign him on a 1-year deal.
Apparently, he hasn't signed anywhere. What the heck? He hasn't retired either. What's going on here?
I see Carlos Slamtana.
Ooh, Mr. Slamtana. There's Jose Abreu. Well, that guy fell off a cliff.
Oh, fell off a cliff. It's up. That's putting it a little lightly.
He got DFA'd in real life.
He did.
I mean, yeah.
Surprised the Cubs didn't try to sign him.
They still might.
I know the White Sox would. I know there's a lot of rumors.
You never know.
He could go to the White Sox. Bryce Ball.
I'm gonna go with Grant Levine again.
Wouldn't that be breaking your franchise rules?
Is it?
Because
Randy Levine's brother.
I mean, because you'd be getting a former Rocky.
Oh, he's not in the major league system. Like, just for minor league depth. I have zero intent on using Grant Levine as a major league.
That's what a lot of people say.
Well, if I'm lying, I'll shut my series down.
Pretty much going to do that.
You're the greatest streamer of all time.
Hey, you're funny. I need to introduce you to a man named Mr. Hurricane.
I mean,
He's overrated.
Oh, no, he's not. How dare you?
I'm probably going to do that with my Cubs franchise because I'm sick and tired of running into that.
He's more like a tropical depression than a hurricane.
He pretty much is the reason I started streaming.
Could bring back Nick Parado.
Why?
Oh, did that car go by again?
Dude, it should be illegal to have a car that loud. That intersection is 25 feet outside my window. And if my microphone picks it up, that's too loud.
I heard it. At least Discord picked it up.
It's too loud.
But
no one needs a car that loud. Nobody.
But yeah, I think I'm calling it quits on the Cubs franchise for me.
Well, I hate to hear that, but I understand. I would be frustrated too if something like that kept happening over and over again.
This is the third time in a row, so I'm done. I guess I'll stream my previous March to October now Blue Jays franchise, which means
I can't talk to you anymore. I'm just kidding.
I mean, unless well, I guess I could start over with a different team.
All right, Sean.
Well, let's see.
Finding some diamond in the rough players over here.
3 times in a row.
I heard you say my name. What did I do?
Don't worry, you're fine.
I'm probably just going to start over with the new franchise.
I don't know who. Tony Hernandez.
I'm trying to think of what team to do.
Be the Yankees.
No, it's like I want to do the Cubs, but do I really want to run?
Isaiah Kiner Falefa might not be a bad utility guy.
Well, the problem is I can't believe Matt Chapman's just sitting out here too.
Go get Matt Chapman.
He's old.
He's 33, but he's not regressing.
Go get Matt Chapman. That's what I did. What I did on our fantasy.
But he hasn't been good for a couple.
Ooh, Edmundo Sosa. Okay.
Okay, let me take him. You know what?
Ask Brian. He's got him on his fantasy team. He ain't playing that good.
He's actually been doing pretty good, surprisingly.
Could have Edmundo Sosa as our backup guy, because he plays anywhere.
Can you believe that he's played so well for the Phillies? There are some Phillies fans that want to see the Phillies trade Trey Turner to give Edmundo Sosa regular bats.
Golly, man, people are.
Right.
Some fan bases are so ungrateful.
In what world do you trade Trey Turner to Edmundo Sosa regular at bats?
All right.
It's just like how people were like, "Oh, I can't believe the Cubs traded Eloy to the White Sox for Quintana or whatever," and I was just like, "Yeah, look how well that's gotten the White Sox."
I mean, at the time of the trade, you guys needed starting pitching.
We did, yes.
And I mean,
it didn't work out, but
I mean, let's just be honest. The Eloy Jimenez.
The White Sox traded Fernando Tatis Jr. to the Padres for James Shields.
So let's just say the Chicago Cubs pulled a Chicago White Sox, except in the next year.
That's a guy I wish the Orioles had never given up.
Who?
Jake Arrieta?
No, Hernandez.
Oh. Yeah, he's up here somewhere. Darrell Hernandez, is that how you say his name?
Yeah.
Had a pretty good year last year with Oakland. Not bad.
We traded him to Oakland for Cole Irvin, even though Cole Irvin's done pretty well for us.
Guess I'm done signing. Dadgummit, Evan Phillips goes to the Blue Jays. Stop it. God, he's such a good closer. Why did you guys sign him?
So how many closures?
Why didn't you sign him?
Because I don't want it. I don't want that closer. I've got a closer.
So how many?
Even though he absolutely pooed the bed in the DS, I love having Carlos Hernandez as my closer.
So how many closures does that make for the Blue Jays now?
They have 3 now. Brady Peralta goes to the Pirates, 6 years, 113. Patrick Sandoval goes to the Braves, 4 years, 37 and 6.
You know what? Ooh.
By the way, are there any, now that you're past the 2nd of December, are there any new free agents out there?
I will check. Hassan Kim goes to the Nationals, 6 years, 121. David Peterson goes to the Pirates, 5 years, 65. Holy smokes, man. People making moves.
You better hope you find somebody in the Rule 5 draft because your pitching options are getting...
Pitching options are just fine. Oh, the Blue Jays re-signed Dalton Varsho. 5 years, 51 mil.
That is almost these. That is almost.
Why
the
would
kind-
well, no. I never...
Huh. You know what? I am. Amos, isn't State doing a Angels franchise?
He is.
Okay, well, never mind. I can't do that.
Well, you can.
Well,
He doesn't own them.
I mean, I could do the New York Mets and as a franchise.
Doesn't own who?
He's trending in a bad direction. I don't think I should get Sonny Gray.
So, what I asked, Amos is, the State doing an Angels franchise?
Whoever this starter is, if you sign somebody, you want them to have a high stamina, so at least on days they pitch, it saves your bullpen.
Right.
I'm not gonna lie.
Because if you sign somebody with a low stamina, you're just burning up your bullpen that day.
The fact that David Peterson and Kodai Senga. Oh wait, Kodai Senga is on the 40-man roster. I might do the
Kershaw for 1 year.
Yeah, I know. I thought about Kershaw. I'm not going to lie.
Matt.
Oh, we got a trade. Angels acquire Johan Oviedo from the Pirates for Luis Rengifo, Victor Medeiros, and Reese Hines. Okay.
Why would they trade Luis Rengifo?
I think the Angels drafted an outfielder in this recent draft. And he's 30 years old, so I guess the trade makes sense. Johan Oviedo's a starter, and the Angels are packing up on starters. They traded away 2 prospects and Rengifo for it, so I guess that trade makes sense. I'm not going to evaluate that, though. Rule 5 draft is in 4 days. Okay. Astros acquire Andres Munoz from the Mariners. Yeah, the Mariners are blowing it up. So this makes sense to go get Mullins.
In division.
They get Joey Loperfido, Colin Barber, and Lionel Canning. Okay.
I will say this, and I know it's asking a lot because SDS doesn't care about franchise. I wish they would make a bigger deal about the winter meetings.
Yep.
Other than just a little blurb on the
blurb. Then I'll take even longer to do the offseason. All right, here is the draft lottery.
Orioles getting the first number 1 pick.
Well, we've got 3 teams that are available for number 1 pick. White Sox, Rockies, Orioles, and then you got the Nationals, you got the Mets, and then it just greatly decreases from there. Let's see what happens. Taking all bets, and bets are closed.
The Diamondbacks won the World. Wait a minute, you mean your Astros didn't win the World Series?
And did you not read the post?
Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna do the New York Mets as a new franchise.
Wow. The Cardinals moved up 7 spots to get the number 4 pick. Of course they did.
Who got? Ah, dang! Orioles got the number 2 pick.
So White Sox got the number 1 pick. Orioles got number 2. Rockies moved down a spot. Man, the Cardinals moved up 7. I just can't believe that.
The Mariners fell.
Boy, it's just not a good time to be the Mariners right now.
Yep. Okay, so I'm gonna do a New York Mets franchise.
All right, there you go. I hope that captured, man. My screenshots haven't been capturing lately, and that is bugging me.
Yeah.
There it goes.
I'll just
All right, let's go to the Rule 5. Wow, the Angels signed Tyro Estrada, 4 years, 44.4. Jesus Christ, man. The Astros want another title.
Yeah, they're going. We won 109 games. We had a try.
Not good enough.
Well, you said Angels. I think you meant Astros at first.
Oh, sorry, yeah, the Astros. Well, yeah, they didn't even win it. I forgot that we just talked about that. Diamondbacks won it. So they're probably upset they didn't win it, so they're going to go trade and get everybody. Their rotation was so good last year. Apparently they signed Lucas Giolito for some reason.
Probably as a body in the bullpen.
You know what's going to happen? We're going to wait for this Rule 5 draft. There ain't going to be anybody worthwhile in it.
Oh, they got Brewstar Gratterall. Oh, boy.
Somewhere Dodger fans are punching it.
Aren't you glad you're not in the ALS?
Good Lord, man. Look at the back end of this bullpen. Brian Abreu, Brewstar Gratterall, Andres Munoz, and Josh Hader. Yeesh.
And I tell you what, Mike Bauman's not bad. He's only a 70 overall, but he, as somebody who plays a lot with the Orioles, Bauman is not bad.
Wilmer Flores. Oh, man. Wilmer Flores would have been a good signing. I didn't even think about him. Estrada. They got Bregman still. He hit 321 last year. He is not slowing down. If this team doesn't win the West... Got Santander still. Holy smokes, dude. I'm going to keep an eye on the Astros.
I can tell you from experience, Santander has a glitchy swing.
All right, let's get this Mullins trade done before he goes away. I think it's obvious that the Mariners are blowing it up. If they're trading in division...
Aren't you going to see what the Rule 5 draft has to offer first? I thought that was the whole...
I'm going to regret waiting, but yes, I will... Okay. Yeah.
Go ahead and do your thing. I'm not trying to talk you out of doing what you...
No, I did say that. Let's do the Rule 5 draft. Let's see who's here. I'm probably going to lose some people as well, but that's okay if I do. Yep, there goes Carter Jensen. Yep, one of the guys I was going to use in that trade.
I just told him.
Maybe you should. Evan, wow.
That's all right.
Evan White. That is a name I haven't heard in a long time.
Oh, wow, and the Yankees took my other catcher. Okay. Well, then. This is going to be a lot harder. All right, let's see who's available. Brandon Beck. Nope. There's not going to be anybody, is there? Ashcraft. Davis Daniel. What a name. I like that name.
Sean, what did you used to call Graham Ashcraft?
Graham Ashcraft. He is not good. He is not good at all. None of these guys are really good.
Well, here we go. This really...
Wasn't Ashcraft the guy from Cincinnati last year that I drafted in fantasy, and then I ended up in about 3 weeks into the season called him an asshole?
Yeah, I think you traded him to me.
Sounds like a clever thing you would say.
I thought so.
Wow.
Wilfredo Antunes. What a name, first of all.
Well, Amos, this will surprise you, but...
So it seems like we waited all this time for the Rule 5, and it did nothing but hurt your chances of getting Mullins.
All right, we'll figure it out. Corey Howell. Yeah, well, we know for next year.
The Sean Knowles State has him in his Angels franchise and playing pretty well with him.
Okay.
If I'm saying his name right.
Ooh, Cole Roederer is here.
He's playing really well for State and State's franchise.
He is. So, can either of you two please explain me the projected yearly deflect? Does that cause your budget to get lower?
The what now?
There you
The projected yearly deflect or whatever it's called. If you go, I know Amos, you can't do because you're in the middle of the Rule 5.
Knowles is a decent player. What's up, State?
But if you go into budget and it's right next to, it's right next to available budget, it says projected yearly deflect.
Oh man, well sometimes you just take a risk and it don't work out.
So, State, in your opinion, now Amos is in 2027. Would Knowles be a worthwhile Rule 5 pick, knowing that you have to keep him on the roster?
There's just no one here that stands out. I would like someone that can hit. Like, I mean, oh man.
Well, I've heard hitting is important in baseball.
Yeah, so have I. And I don't do it well enough. My opinion, not really. Good old Giant superstar Luis Toribio.
Michael Chavis is still in baseball.
Yeah.
Remember when he had that 1 or 2 years with Boston where he was actually decent?
Yep.
You got to be kidding me. The Yankees tied it up.
I was actually going to let you know that game went into the extras. Could get a Miguel Amaya.
I'm okay at catchers. I may just have to accept my losses here and get somebody.
Yeah, but I don't understand what the yearly or the projected yearly deflect is. I don't understand that in the show.
Does it say deflect?
It's DEF.
Your president's called the game to be tied.
It's spelled DEFI.
No, that's called Craig Kimbrell doesn't know how to pitch.
I'm listening.
It is DEFICIT.
Deficit?
I don't know, but I don't know what is the whole point of it.
Well, you have a deficit if you spend too much money.
So, Max Wagner, the Orioles didn't protect Max Wagner. When he was drafted, he was projected to have Aaron Judge-like power. And I'm not kidding you when I say that.
Dave, to let you know, we are in the Discord. You could come in and join us.
Just don't say the word.
There is twist.
Which word is that?
Andy Blake, 6'4", 200 out of New Jersey. His potential's going up. He's a 65 overall. He's a backup player. He can't hit worth a damn, though.
Shocker.
Go to third base, look at Max Wagner.
Third base, Max Wagner.
Okay.
I'm just curious to see how he's developed, considering, like I said, when he was drafted, they said he had Aaron Judge-like size and power.
Well, he's 6 foot, 215, so already know.
Okay, maybe it wasn't Max Wagner, maybe it was Judd Fabian. Okay, I can never remember which one it was.
I don't understand what it means.
So never mind.
And I am.
Dave, what is it? That projected yearly deflect? What is the point of that? Does that cause the budget to go
deficit.
up or deficit?
That's deficit. If your deficit is higher than your surplus, then that means you are losing money. And if you go negative, you can't sign players, or you can only trade if that makes your budget go positive.
Okay, so the Mets budget is available budget is actually surprisingly in the positives at $2.85 million.
So they got a very tiny window.
Fuck that. Nope, not doing the Mets. I should have evaluated more.
So you do not
Especially
approve.
Especially, being in the NL East.
Man, I'm not seeing anyone here that.
Yeah, all the Rule 5 did was mess up your mowing streak.
Yeah, it did, man. I still think I could pull it off, but
it's gonna be.
You know what you should have done? You should have saved before the Rule 5 draft.
I did, but I have a no reset. I have a no reload policy, so.
Oh.
I did save it. Oh, Cole Roederer. Still can't hit that well. Oh well, you live and you learn.
Yep,
Forget what year it was. What year in franchise it was. Dustin Pedroia always ended up in the Rule 5 draft for some reason.
What?
Right, State. I'm looking for. I was gonna go for an outfielder, State, but there's a Cedric Mullins trade that I was gonna do beforehand, but Sean was like, "Wait until the Rule 5 draft," and then I waited until the Rule 5 draft, and the two players I was gonna use to get him got drafted. So.
You know what? I think I got my team. But it's probably gonna be an NL. Go ahead.
It's just as much your fault for agreeing with me. Nobody ever actually agrees with me about anything.
It's a joke.
I know. I was joking back.
It's a joke. What is this dude's contract? What?
What? I can't see it.
Anybody explain this to me?
What the what? What the? What?
All right, this is why you look at contracts before you sign them.
Oh my god!
Holy smokes!
Well, forget that. You know what?
Could you imagine if you had taken him in the
Oh god!
Did he just rob a bank every year? Did he win a settlement and just?
Oh my gosh!
It's been a glitch contract since opening night. Yeah, no surprise they haven't fixed it.
You know what? I don't care. I'll probably use this team next year, depending on how they do. I don't. All right.
Johan Ramirez. Okay, there's nobody here. No one that I'm just drooling over. So.
Johan Ramirez, the guy that plunked Reese Hoskins. But I think I know what team I'm going to use, at least for the rest of this MLB The Show and next year as well.
Terrible. I wonder how much Michael Chavis will be.
I'm going to use an NL Central team.
It'd be the Pirates.
Yes.
Get to play as Skeens, man.
I mean, yeah, I'd rather be the Pirates and use Skeens instead of be the Cubs and try to hit his blazing fastball or his, what was that new pitch he uses?
The Splinker.
So how many seasons or innings does Paul Skeens get through before he has Tommy John surgery?
Hopefully he'll never have it.
Okay, so, yep, we'll do that.
If you believe that, I'll give you some ocean front property in Arizona, too.
Yep, and set.
And I'll sell you a new donkey so you can keep being a smartass. How much you want? I'll trade you a sand. I'll trade you the sand in Arizona for that donkey. What do you want?
Well,
what's free?
I'm just kidding. I love you.
At this point, I expect every pitcher to have Tommy John.
This goes back to the acting thing you were talking to me about earlier.
So, okay, Anna, so I took a look at Paul Skeens' pitches.
Oh, Brad, should get rid
No, I don't want it to.
I want what?
I was telling State, none of us wants him to have Tommy John.
I'm not saying I want him to.
Right.
I just fully expect him to.
It's a fair assessment. I mean, it is. Especially with how hard he throws. Okay, I'm not seeing anybody here, so we're just going to move on.
So, Skeens' pitches...
You don't want McAdoo?
I don't want McAdoo.
So
With a name like that, he should be in the NBA.
All right.
So Skeen's pitches are the four-seam slider sinker, and he has a
Look, I'm not even just picking on Paul Skeens. I've said this to Pigtown. I expect Grayson Rodriguez's arm to fall off at some point, and him to need Tommy John.
Vehicular change. That's
God,
interesting.
man, that killed me. That killed me, man. Okay.
Well, that now means
Well, let me see what they're looking at prospect-wise. You're not getting Floyd Boovie, so that's automatic no.
that and Paul Skeens is the other reason I picked the Pirates is because they're so close, but another team I debated with heavily in the NL Central was the Reds, because they're just like the Pirates. They are just a few players away from being.
They're throwing Peyton Wilson.
I gotta look at something. Braxton.
Oh, they don't want Nate Eaton either. Oh my god, dude.
Oh, dang. Oh, that's unfortunate. So the Pirates have a starting pitcher by the name of Braxton Ashcraft, and he is not related.
They could use a left fielder, actually. Oh, man. Hold on. Somebody's missing here.
Someone probably got taken in Rule 5.
Who am I missing? Someone's missing here.
Why don't you
Can I throw out the idea that if you truly don't believe in Gavin Cross, why not just throw Gavin Cross into the deal?
I was just about to suggest that.
Oh, yeah. I mean, that's a possibility.
Earlier,
Could do one-on-one trade.
You said earlier in this stream that you didn't think Gavin Cross would ever play for you.
I don't... Man, the way he's playing, no, I don't think he would.
Right.
So if you truly don't believe he's going to play for you, then why not use him to get Mullins?
Is that a fair trade?
A B for a B. How's that not a fair trade?
Yeah. Gavin Cross has got 5 years of team control after the season, so...
But again, you don't ever plan on using him.
No, I know. I have a better chance of drafting a new. That's not a fair trade. Well, this is 32-year-old Cedric Mullins. For a Gavin Cross is a Gavin Cross. I can't show you the list because it won't let me show you the list, but I'm pretty sure Gavin Cross is a top 5 prospect in our organization. I know he's not 1 through 4 because we've got Alan Dobbins is our number 1 prospect, and then I've got 2 pitchers as 2 and 3. That would be Stephen Choi and Archie Singer. Those are 2 and 3. I don't know which order. 4 is Will Klein, who's a closer. And I think after that it's...
To be fair, though, Cedric, this is not the roster update Cedric Mullins. This is the Cedric Mullins that can still hit. Because he still has decent hitting stats.
Offer another player? Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with this. I'm gonna go with the Buccos franchise.
All about being fair.
I guess that answers your. I think what was it, Sean? Earlier in your stream, I was posting about how the Pirates.
Hey, there's before you. There's 2 outfielders from the Giants. I'd look at too, Luis Matos or I don't know how to say the other guy's name, but he's a right fielder.
Yastrzemski?
Not Yastrzemski. The good lord, I got him on my fantasy team. He's
Jung Ho Lee?
No, not Lee.
You want me to check your fantasy team, Sean?
Elliot Ramos? He's ass.
Let me check. Help out Sean.
Taylor Ward. But
Yeah, it is. It is Ramos.
he's been ass. I'm not trading for that. No, I'm gonna just solve this problem before it gets worse. I'm gonna get Mullins.
Alright. Yep. I'm actually.
I'll offer Gavin Cross, and then I'll offer just a low rate player because Gavin Cross is our number 5 prospect, and I think that's solid. He is 26, but
I was just throwing that out there because of offer Rivertown. That way you're not tempted to call him back up.
You mad? I will never do that. Rivertown is here to stay, baby. Rivertown is here to stay.
Alright.
When did I get Austin Callahan? Oh, I know when I signed him. Okay, never mind.
Austin Callahan. Yep, but I will kindly do what.
I'm going to say something about the Orioles I haven't said in about 5 years. Or at least 3 years.
Oh, the Mariners signed Michael Massey. Thanks, assholes. Appreciate it.
What's going on?
Yeah, they got a log jam at second base.
And I'll offer them Grant Levine.
Wait, didn't you just sign Grant Levine?
I did. He's not going to be my first baseman. I got Vinny Pascantino for my first baseman. But
oh, so you want the Italian breakfast over Grant Levine?
Oh, every day of the week, man.
So
Vinny Pascantino is legit.
Okay, yep.
I really hate that those 2 catchers got taken in the Rule 5.
All right. Well, Sean, I think I'm going to make Frog happy. I'm going to make Frog happy the fact that I'm doing a Pirates franchise.
What about another reliever?
I'm not going to lie, bro. It is probably going to be brutal in year 1. All right.
I could offer a starter, maybe I'm not going to use because they're starting.
Pittsburgh Pirates franchise is a go.
Oh, they took somebody in the Rule 5 draft.
Don't need a starter. I'm going to go with this trade. I'm just going to offer them Grant Levine and Gavin Cross. That's honestly the best I can do. I mean, I suppose I could use Cody Morissette.
So, Amos, since I'm doing a Pirates franchise, how many times do you think I'm going to win over the Cubs?
It depends which Cubs team you get.
Why do you? They're already going to do the deal. Why are you offering them more?
State thought I should add another player to this deal because of the contract.
I mean, I'm fine with the second player, but why add a third?
Oh, there wasn't going to be a third. I just didn't take him off yet.
Oh.
All right. Yeah, so with the Pirates, Amos, their starting rotation is ranked 21st.
Gavin Cross is going to be a tough one to let go. But Cedric Mullins, I want to win now. Like, we're in a win now stage, so.
Check this.
Hey, the Orioles pulled off the win by some miracle.
Who got the walk-off?
Cedric Mullins, good lord, I almost had a stroke there. He's going to be our new center fielder. And then Drew Waters will slide over to right. MJ Melendez will be in left for now.
What freaking? Oh, if it was
I'll tell you
not.
what, with the exception of Mendez, you got a hell of a defensive outfield.
I'm fine with that. I mean, I could technically throw in another player on their end, but it's going to have to be a low potential kind of guy.
Take Taylor Trammell as your backup outfielder.
Well, the backup outfielder, I have some ready. Got Kyle Isbell, who can play the outfield. I guess I do need to find another backup guy.
Looking at the game, Cedric Mullins did have a go-ahead RBI single for the Orioles.
All right. So I know what I need to do in the draft this year. Just fortify this team. Because I'll be making some pretty desperate signings in the spring training to fill this roster up. And I'm purposely saving a lot of money. I'm not trying to get my budget to like $10 million because I've got Maikel Garcia. That's going to be, I mean, he's got 2 years of arbitration, but I want to go ahead and give him his extension this year.
Yep. That's who that was. Go figure.
Who was the other one? Freddie Fermin? No, it wasn't Fermin either. Who was the other guy? There's somebody else. I mean, Shane Bieber's on a contract year. Maybe we bring him back again. Brady Singer's getting close.
So, Sean, do you want to know who drove in the go-ahead RBI for the Orioles?
We're going to do this trade right here. Mariners are selling, so we are going to do that deal.
Okay, Amos, so your Cubs in my brand new Pirates franchise. They're ranked 8th. Their contact is 19th. Power is 8th. Pitching is 11th. Defense is 4th. And speed is 2nd.
Huh, that's a lie. All right, so I'm just doing this now to bookmark this. I'm using my official position change from Drew Waters, so just showing that right now.
Well,
right field, primary, secondary, outfield. So didn't change anything else.
Who's on the Pirates 40-man roster? Let me guess. I might get rid of Nico.
My refrigerator alarm is going off.
Well, Sean, the Oriole that got the
goal. Hold on. Where is MJ Melendez?
Oh no! Oh no!
Okay, he's here in free agency. Why didn't you sign, dude?
Oh, Amos almost had a heart attack.
Why does the game do this? Like, his bar was full. Why don't you sign, asshole?
But, Sean, it was
God damn, man.
Cedric Mullins that got the go-ahead RBI and then scored another run.
I'm so mad. I knew somebody was missing. That's not who I was talking about, but I knew somebody was missing.
Oh, should I re-add him to the 40-man?
6 years. No, sorry. 5 years, $30 million. You better take it. I swear to God.
Doesn't take it and signs with the team north of the border.
The next team is the Phillies at 2 years, 5.2. I swear to God, if he takes their offer, good riddance. Okay?
Or just imagine the Blue Jays swipe in at the last second.
The Blue Jays can go away. They can go away. I'm suspicious now.
Yeah, the game's against you.
That's the second time I've caught them. What are we doing?
The game is going, no. You must lose all players.
I don't have time to check this either. That's the worst part about it. Who was I thinking I was missing here? I know I was missing somebody.
Okay.
It's almost 11 o'clock. I literally don't have time for this.
Why, you gotta go to work in the morning?
I do, man. 4 a.m. It's okay. What I get for doing the off-season so quickly. Well, I mean, not. I'm just so anxious to do it. Like, I really am. There's Mike Ford again. I'm so anxious to do it, though. Like,
well, I mean, the thing is as long as you I'm gonna be honest, as long as you're in bed before midnight.
a different Julio Rodriguez. It's not the. I don't feel like. I know there's somebody else that I'm missing. And I am.
Oh, I might start experimenting with this Pirates team tomorrow during the day. But,
Wait a minute. Nobody has signed Alec Bohm.
Well, he's fixing to get signed to somebody.
Could sign Anthony Rendon.
That's what happened in one of State's previous franchise videos, is that they just tossed Anthony Rendon wherever the F they wanted to. It was just so fun. He was like, "Why are you at second base?"
John, I need your opinion on this. I understand, and I wish Frog was in here, but I understand that Andy Rodriguez is injured. But would it be wise for me to put Andy Rodriguez on the 40-man over Nico Goodrum?
Yes. Alon Tolentino.
Oh, that's right. He's dealing with his bridge, I think.
I want to sign this guy to a minor league deal.
Yeah, actually, Tolentino, he's
I'm off to bed, gentlemen.
All right, well then.
All right, Sean.
I'll talk to you tomorrow, Sean,
Yeah.
about what the question I wanted to ask
Good
you.
luck with Cedric Mullins. You're probably going to need it.
Yeah, we'll be fine. We'll be good.
You know what? Since I'm starting this Pirates franchise, I'm just gonna keep Andrew McCutchen until he retires as a Pirate. Because he is pretty much Mr. Pirate.
Mr. Pirate.
He is. I mean, he's been with that franchise through thick and thin, and let's be honest, the Pirates, I can definitely say now with a good amount of doubt that the Pittsburgh Pirates won that Brian Reynolds trade.
Pretty fair assessment.
Because, they traded McCutchen. Is it just McCutchen? Mouse, if you could work, that would be wonderful. Andrew.
I just can't believe it. All the people that's here, like.
All right, here we go. I did not want Andrew McDonald from the frickin'.
Old McDonald.
I accidentally clicked on somebody else. So he was traded to the. Wait, what the fuck? Traded to the Giants from
Come on, you can do it, man.
With the 2.5 salary. Okay, so the Pirates got Kyle Crick, Brian Reynolds, an international bonus pool space cap, which.
Oh, they didn't win it by much.
Well, I mean, I don't know how Crick did for the.
Is he even still with the Pirates?
No, he is not. It looks like he is with the New York Mets.
Ah.
He went from the Pirates to the White Sox to the Rays and now with the Mets. I'm actually going to check that right now.
Rangers acquire Brian Abreu from the Astros for Cameron Cawley, Aaron Zavala, and Miguel Baez. So all prospects, if I'm not mistaken. I don't think Zavala's been up in the majors yet.
Okay, so
an interesting deal.
from 20. Oh well, actually, it'd be better if I go on
Guardians
baseball.
are interested in a trade. What do you want? Peter Messick for Austin Callahan and Mason Barnett.
All right.
I'm gonna say no on this one.
Wait. Parker Messick.
Parker Messick.
Messick. Oh, okay, fine, whatever.
Is it Messick? Am I saying it wrong?
I'm not sure.
I don't think I'm gonna do this trade, but
it's up to you. I mean, he's a damn good prospect.
yeah, but he's already got 2 options used.
Okay, then.
He's 26, he's 73, and they're wanting a third baseman, which they don't need.
It doesn't hurt to have backup for Jose Ramirez.
Well, it's Austin Callahan. He's nowhere near MLB ready.
Oh, and they still have Davison De Los Santos.
Yeah. And then they want a starting pitcher who's also 26, and he's actually a lower potential and overall than what they're trading me. So this doesn't make sense.
The reason I was kind of iffy on the whole third baseman thing is because I didn't know if they still had...
Alec Boehm goes to the Reds, 4 years, $35.2 million.
All right. So Kyle Crick's pitching stats.
Devin Williams to the Mets, 2 years, 10.2. Sorry, I'm listening. Oh, hold on, one more. Ryan Mountcastle to the Marlins, 5 years, $48 million. Are we done? Nope. We got to trade. Oh, my God.
It's the Blue Jays, isn't it?
It's not the Blue Jays. The Cubs have acquired Pete Alonso from the Mets for Robert Fieldhouse and Alexander Canario. Are you guys on drugs?
Oh, just imagine you wake up the next day and all of a sudden you actually see that done in real life.
Unbelievable, man.
But, okay, so Kyle Crick.
We got MJ Melendez back, by the way.
From 2018 to 2021 with the Pirates, he was 7-11 with a 3.62 ERA. Had 2 saves. I mean, he didn't do too bad for the Pirates in that time span. And then we know what Brian Reynolds did in his rookie year. Yeah.
Okay, we need some backup.
It's safe to say that the Pittsburgh Pirates won that trade. I mean, 2019, Crick struggled, but again, the Pirates were bad that year. But his technical full good season was his first year in Pittsburgh with a 2.39 ERA. But then, most fans will go, oh, well, technically 2020 was his best year. He only pitched in 7 games. Does not count.
You know what? I think we're going to go sign Edmundo Sosa.
Too bad he's not related to Sammy Sosa.
Because he's got very similar hitting attributes as Maikel Garcia does. I just noticed that.
Now watch. As soon as you sign him, he just immediately goes, okay, time to regress.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
But he could play everywhere in the infield, though, and I like that. He's definitely going to be a backup guy.
Oh, yeah, that is definite.
He's got speed. Oh, wow. Okay, well, it depends. What does he want? I'm not going to offer him 3 years, though. That's where I'm going to be in the downside. But I'll at least put in an offer and see what happens.
Well, you got to try to beat out the Phillies and the Cardinals.
Don't think I can do that because, I mean, it has me as their favorite right now, but they're offering a multi-year deal, and I'm not going to do that.
The other reason I picked the Pirates outside of Paul Skeens is because, the Pirates have this shortstop named O'Neal Cruz.
I've heard of him.
Yeah, he used to be a Dodger, or was in the Dodgers farm system.
Every time, man. I can't just stick with a roster for one season. If I just would have kept Kevin Biggio, the problem would have been solved. If I just would have kept Kyle Wright, the problem would have been solved. Could have traded for Mullins. Everything would have been fine. But now we're going into a season where I want to win it all, and we're going to have an unknown everything.
You're probably, I hate to say the same, but you're probably not even going to make the postseason.
I did it to myself, man. I did it to myself.
But yeah, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to DFA, Nico Goodrum.
Nico Goodrum.
Well, I mean, he's a deep potential at 67 overall, and he's in AAA. He's on the 40-man, and Andy Rodriguez is better than him.
Bring back Garrett Hampson. I'm listening. Yeah, sorry, I'm listening.
Yeah, I'm just going to do that now. DFA.
Darrell or Nyes does enough hitting for me.
And I'm going to add Andy Rodriguez back to the 40-man. There we go. So that should be 40 people now.
Oh, no one's got an offer on Kyle Schwarber yet. What's wrong with you guys?
Go get Schwarber. Does he still have? There's no way he still has his catching ability.
No, he's got first base apparently.
that would have been wild because the last time he played catcher, I think, was with the Cubs in 2015.
He played like one game, I think, as a catcher.
One game. That's it. That's so wild.
Gil Andujar. I know you're 32, and I know you're a D potential, but you be.
All right, there we go. You know, crap, why did I do that? Why did I already go past spring training? Oh well. Oh well. Well, yeah.
Don't worry, I'll do it too. Just wait. As if I haven't messed up enough. Don't worry, I'll make it better.
I'll probably do this Pirates franchise tomorrow. Well,
My thoughts exactly. I wish, I'm not going to lie to you, I wish I could just reset this off season, but I'm not going to do that.
I don't know what it is, but it's just like ever since I ran into that Corbin Burns issue, I haven't had the motivation to play it.
Don't blame me, man.
I mean, I also
don't
have
blame
the
you.
March to October.
You know, it's hard to stay motivated when the game literally won't let you play far.
I mean, I'll give it a try. The thing is I...
Did I not sign Chris Rotundo?
Chris Rotundo? Sounds like a fun. Right, you know what? For the first year, I'm just
We're
gonna...
pretty much done.
I'm actually gonna try out the whole, custom game entry thing.
It seems like it works pretty good.
Alright, yeah.
From what people tell me. I know Hurricane uses it, and I can't... Yolog, I can't... He's got a Rockies franchise, and I can't remember how you say his name. But it's Yolag.
Okay. Well,
He's pretty solid.
I'm gonna put the situation report on medium. I'll only enter in the 4th inning. I could enter in the 5th. I'll enter in the 4th, and I'll do, like, highlight moments. I'll just do that to get through the first year.
Trevor Rogers goes to the Rockies to end his career. 4 years, $78 million. Okay. Interesting decision.
Alright. Yep, I think I have a Pirates franchise.
And the Mets are actually looking pretty good.
Ooh.
Alright, so we got Edmundo Sosa.
It is just so sad I
That's
had
a
to end the
quirky
Cubs
prime.
franchise.
What am I at on my roster? 84? Yeah, I'll fill the rest of this out in off stream. But I think that's pretty much all I can do for now. Even though I really messed up a lot of things. Randy Arozarena goes to the Yankees. 2 years, 16.4. That's funny. I don't think I have any arbitration hearings, so there's that.
Yeah, I think. Well, it's just, man, it just sucks. I had to give up on the Cubs so bad. Like, I wanted to win your Cubs a World Series,
That's
but
all
the game is like, no.
right. Sometimes you're just not allowed.
So I guess I'll try to win the Pirates one.
That's even worse. No.
Oh, Yeah, so I'll just deal with
I
that.
kid.
Well, let's see. The first time I face the Cubs won't be, well...
Matt Chapman, dude. I can't believe Matt Chapman is just sitting out here in free agency.
Just go.
I don't need him. That's the thing. I don't need him.
Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wow. I just looked how many times the Pirates are supposed to face the Cubs. They've already faced them 2 times. They don't need to face them 2 times more. Oh wait.
We are pretty much done. Let's send to renewable contracts.
3.
No contracts to renew, allegedly. We have plenty of money in the bank, but that's just because we're saving some for
the future.
Yeah, yeah, get it. That's pretty much it, man. Off season, boy, probably not the best. Not the best, but we did solve our right field hole. Well, technically center field. Cedric Mullins. I think that's a pretty good lineup. If you want to look at this lineup, like it's not bad. Let me slide this over here.
Oh my god, the Cardinals make me want to puke.
Welcome to my world.
No, because I'm just looking through the lineups and they have Brandon Crawford at shortstop.
Yeah. I actually had him in real life. He's not there anymore. But not a bad lineup though. I mean, Maikel Garcia, Luis Ariz, Bobby Witt Jr., Nelson Velasquez, Vinny Pascantino, Drew Waters, Cedric Mullins, Salvador Perez, and MJ Melendez. And I don't think that's a bad lineup. Especially since I'm in a weak division.
If I have to, I will sign freaking Corbin Burns just so I don't have that freaking issue.
Then we've got Kyle Isbell, Willie Cabral, Edmundo Sosa, and Freddie Fermin on the bench.
I am so nervous to go for it with this Pirates franchise because I have a very bad feeling that's just gonna happen again.
It's not a bad team at all. I like this team. We're doing all right. Still need to sign 2 more players to fill out the roster, but I'll worry about that in the spring training, which I'll cover that. I think I'll cover that later. Okay, so yeah, I won't know this until. Okay. All right.
There. Yeah.
We'll sim to spring training. Just make sure there's any more crazy deals that's happened. No, we ain't gonna sim. There you go, spring training. So, that's it for the off season. Oh boy, what a shite show that was. Approaching 3 hours, so we broke a last off season. Took me over 4 hours to do. So, I don't know what to say. 2027 is going to be an interesting year. We're either going to be really good and be surprising, or we're going to be really bad and take such a step backwards it's going to send me into a depression. So, it's going to be one of those.
You're already there.
Ryan, appreciate you hanging with me here. And Maddie was in here as well. Sean and Mark, thank you guys so much for tuning in. Give me your thoughts from the peanut gallery. I shouldn't have took them, but I did. State, appreciate you being in chat, and anyone else that I may have missed. Des, thank you guys so much for being around. We'll see you in a couple days for opening day. The next thing that'll come out on the channel will be a video of the roster review or preview, whatever the heck I call it. That'll be coming out, and then we'll have opening day. So, thank you guys so much. Like and subscribe. We will see you in the next episode, and until then, let's go Kansas City.